Tonight, the Air Evac Lifetime number 139 helicopter based here in Paris, Texas, and the crew consisting of Casey Nelson, Flight RN, EMT, and Bill.
From Wildcat Stadium in Paris, Sulphur Springs High School football is on the air. Good evening, I'm John Mark Dempsey, along with Tony Flippin, our color commentator, also Matt Jansen, our technical director and video producer. James Terry is our radio producer at the KSST studios, and Aaron Groom is our assistant producer tonight. Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Hooten Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Hodge Chevrolet, Saputo Dairy Foods, Christus Mother Francis Hospital, Copy Products, and BT Medical. Pregame is presented by Super Handy, and the halftime will be presented by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy. So big game for both teams tonight. Tony Flippin, Wildcats come in here 5-1, more importantly 1-1 in district play. Paris has been up and down. They are 4-3. They are 1-2 in district play. They might lose another game and still make the playoffs, but the margin is very fine for them.
They sure don't want to chance it, so they're going to come in here and go for broke tonight. Plus, the last two games with Sulphur Springs have basically been one-score ball games decided on the last couple of series and in the whole ball game, so nothing to make it think we're not going to be up and ready for another one.
Wildcats lost last week to the number one team in 4A Division I, Salina, 31-6. But it was pointed out to me, Tony, after the game, that that's the fewest points that Salina has scored in a ball game this season.
I actually was. You're not pleased with a loss, but anybody that was a football person is going to think Salina's going to win the ball game. You're number one, so you're used to seeing 50 and 60 points put on the board. So it's all in all, 31 is respectable for the defense. I was disappointed that we didn't get at least one more score on the offensive side. We had a couple turnovers and we had a couple of getting behind the chains and couldn't sustain drives. But a 31-6 is a respectable score against the number one team in the state.
Now, Paris has lost two games in a row. They lost 38-35 to what we all think is a very good Frisco Panther team. You were here for that ball game, and Paris very well might have won that ball.
Should have. They shot themselves in the foot early with a couple of passes on. Should have passed or should have taken a field goal on the first series of the ball game and went for it on about the 4 and turned it over on downs. And I did that one more time during the game, and it came down to that one score.
And they had the ball at, I think, the 3-yard line of Panther Creek with maybe 12 seconds to go and no timeouts. And they could have either thrown into the end zone or a touchdown. Had it been incomplete, they could have sent the field goal team out, but they ran a reverse.
They ran a reverse, got tackled inbounds, no with 12 seconds. So that was a coaching error.
And the time ran out on them. We have a helicopter coming in here to deliver the game ball. That's the chopper sound that you hear. It is, in fact, a chopper landing on the field in front of us here. And then last week lost to Aubrey 49-38. I wasn't so much surprised that they lost to Aubrey. I was surprised that they lost by that much. Of course, the Wildcats, I guess that was 3 weeks ago, beat Aubrey 35-14. That's the one common opponent that they have, so don't want to make too much of that. But
no, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a real interesting week for us to see how we recover. That first loss of the year, albeit to the number one team in the state, is still the first loss of the year. So we've got to recover and come out.
So the helicopter has landed on the field here and delivering the game ball. That's very impressive to tonight. The air evac team that has landed. We'll send it back to ST. Come back with the start of tonight's ball game when football SSHS. Make it a 2-minute.
things fly.
Don't even.
Never been.
When they had the groundbreaking ceremonies for Cooper way Army.
I sure wouldn't want to be those. With see,
doors are open, and they.
I'm gonna tell you, one of them be hostage. That's people if you out watching for help.
Fun. Wildcats football. The Wildcats, the Paris Wildcats and Paris, but we may slip up now. Paris Wildcats if for spring Wildcats coming up. The Tony 100 years and Sulphur Springs playing in four season it was. We'll call this anniversary of rivalry, and they have played 89 times since then. This will be the 89th game. Paris has won 40. Sulphur Springs has won 34. They're 5 times. And most of that Paris 40s and 50s more. But Raymond Berry, the head coach, who the father of Ray, the receiver, Baltimore Colts, but quite a victory with this rivalry here, and this marks 100 years that Sulphur Springs and Paris have been playing one another. We're about to have the coin toss, or Tony, it's going to be the reenactment of the coin toss, won't it?
I believe it's a reenactment because they flipped it, and a lot of times the coaches, for whatever reason, being superstitious or afraid they've got there's times when captains aren't the sharpest tacks. I hate to say it, but they want to get it right. So I believe we're going to win the toss, receive, and Paris is going to kick from the south end to the north. But we'll see if that's how it works out.
Wildcat captains tonight are Wyatt Watson, Andre Serta, and also Zach Brown will be a captain for the Wildcats tonight. And we watched the two coaches, of course, Brandon Faircloth and Steve Hohenberger, get together with the officials about half an hour ago. We think that Sulphur Springs won the toss and elected to receive, but we were just basing that on the body language.
Body language only, you bet.
They're actually having a coin toss here.
Well, you still go through it where it looks good, but there's no content. The only thing that's going to happen is if they don't line it up like the coaches thought, then you're going to have problems. Paris is going to the clock. Sulphur is staying over here. We're going to receive the football.
Sulphur Springs will be receiving, and they will be moving from our left to our right. The wind has been pretty strong here late this afternoon, although I think it has let up now, and it's out of the southeast.
Yes.
So
crosswind.
Bit of a crosswind, so Paris would have the wind, of course, at their back somewhat. As they kick off, we'll have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here in just a moment or two. I'm sure we'll have the national anthem first. I want to thank J. Hodge for providing us with a beautiful silver gray Suburban to make the drive from Sulphur Springs. And here is the national anthem from the Paris High School Band. And the national anthem from the Paris High School Band. And the Wildcats now will be receiving the kickoff here in just a moment or two. We are without any light in this box at all. That's not your concern at all, listeners back home, but we're dealing with the fact that we have tinted windows here and not a heck of a lot of light coming in from the field lights, and then no lights in the press box, including the hall behind us now. So we'll do the best we can under the circumstances. So, of course, artificial turf here at Wildcat Stadium. There's a track around the field. The stadium, Tony, I believe you said was opened in 2002.
2002, and my crew,
Wildcat fans, it's the Battle of the Wildcats. Stand to your feet. Put your feet in the stand.
Stadium. We had the very first game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Very energetic public address announcer here at Wildcat Stadium tonight. Place kicker for the Wildcats is senior Thatcher Brown.
He wasn't proud. I was going the other way around as if we were kicking, but we're not.
And this is the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff. This is an onside kick to start the game, and the Wildcats have come up with it. I think that was Chris Adams that came up with the football for Sulphur Springs at the 48-yard line in Wildcat territory.
I might should have said so, because when I was here 2 weeks ago for the Panther Creek game, they kicked off and they covered an onside kick for the opening kickoff. So that's not out of the norm for Hohenberger.
So great field position for Sulphur Springs. A short field to start off. Empty backfield. Caden Mitchell in the backfield. Passing over the middle for Chris Adams, who recovered the onside kick. And Adams slanted in from right to left, makes the catch, and we'll have a Hooten Hardware first down at the 35-yard line.
That was wide open, and that's one thing that I love in all football is the slant. And if you run it right and you got a quarterback who can deliver a pass, it's good and always there.
Make it the 36-yard line. First down for the Wildcats at the Paris 36. Caden Mitchell now changing the play as he walks up directly behind the line and gives them some instructions. Makes a handoff to Deuce Hall and flips it out in the flat now to Jackson Hare, and Hare down the near sideline inside the 25-yard line, or at least to the 25.
Hardware first down.
Yeah.
That's quite a backfield when you've got Mitchell taking it and you've got Hare and Hall on each side. That's a lot of talent right there, and I like to see those two right beside each other.
So 2 plays into the game, the Wildcats at the Paris 25-yard line. Caden?
Go ahead.
No, sir, you I'm sure have got something.
Just going to say Sulphur normally doesn't huddle, and they did the same.
It's a little flip to Deuce Hall in motion from right to left, and Hall gets outside, goes down the sideline over on the far side, and he'll be close to another first down for Sulphur Springs.
He's got it. That's 3 plays, 3 straight Hooten Hardware first down, so we're on a roll now. So getting closer, so you got to take it in now.
That was a forward flip. That might be considered a forward pass.
It would be. It would be. You got to have an alert statistician, because I sure didn't pay attention to it.
Actually,
go in front.
Actually got to the 14-yard line. First down, Wildcats. 3 consecutive first downs on 3 plays.
It's on the 9.
Oh, I beg your pardon, the 9-yard line. Yeah, you're right. First and goal, you're right. So on first down, they keep it on the ground, and that was Jackson Hare, was it not?
I think so. Got about 2, possibly 3, but I think they're going to give him 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you're right. He got to the 9 and now to the 5-yard line.
So this is where we need for that big line to exert itself. We talk about them all year.
Second down and goal from the 5. Jackson Hare to the right of Caden Mitchell in the backfield.
Got a wide open slant up at the top left if we want it. We got twin receivers over to the right.
Single receiver wide left. Snap to roll to his right, half right, passing complete, but for a very short gain in the on the near side at what?
I think we got a flag. I don't know if that was a flag or if that's a tackle. 4-yard line.
Yeah, it's a flag, all right.
He was pointing at the fence. So we'll see what the call is. Personal foul, face mask. That's what it had to be. Half the distance and first down.
Good.
So we'll take a Hooten Hardware cheap first down that way, but we're not proud. So that ought to put it at about the 2-yard line, 4 plays to put it in there.
Referee is Stacy McNeil out of the Commerce Center, and he is mic'd tonight, so that'll be helpful.
It will. It'll hold up the whole day. It's really good.
First and goal. Hand off to Air, hit in the backfield, and a stop for a loss.
They had that one red.
Cameron Floyd, a linebacker, made the first contact for Paris. Let's see where they say.
Going to be right at the 5-yard line, so he lost. Now the player got up, but the referees got to come out for a play since we held up the clock.
So this is second down and for the Wildcats from the 5-yard line. And we apparently have a timeout. Sulphur take the timeout.
No, it's an injured player. Chad Hellberg, my nephew's going out number 54 or 64 for the Parish Wildcats. Didn't get up till late, and they went ahead and called timeout, and he's got to come out of play.
You might explain your nephew's position with the Paris ISD.
Yep. Chad's been here a long time. His name's Chad Hellberg. He's married to Mandy Hellberg, who was Mandy's dad and my wife were brother and sister. So I've known them since birth, and I think a lot of them. Chad always takes care of us up here, and I'm proud to have him on the sideline, even if he's on the other side.
So second and goal from the 5 here. And we've got Deuce Hall in the ball game at quarterback. Snap is to Hall. He is using his blockers. Starts out to his left, cuts it back. It's the yardage lost back. Yeah, back to the 2.
Going to be third and goal at the 2. I don't think we're going to run this straight up the gut with him. I think we're going to. Paris has speed on the outsides.
Again, Deuce Hall takes the snap straight ahead. And looks like he was pushed back,
Got to the 1, so it's going to be 4th and 1 at the 1. So Paris's defensive line is making a stand against ours. We're going to line up and go.
Again, the snap to Deuce Hall. They're pushing at the goal line.
I think he's in if they'll
no
get in
signal yet.
They're not getting in a hurry getting up there to see. They haven't stopped the clock. I don't think they're going to give it to us. I think he was there, but I think they're going to put
touchdown.
There. Okay.
Finally, Stacy McNeil, the referee, and as you said, they time.
The wing men are supposed to crash till they get to somebody. You got to come up with a signal. So we were fortunate there. A lot can happen in that pile if you don't get in there.
Right. You did see that as Deuce Hall, right?
Yes.
Lining up at quarterback.
Hooten Hardware down on that door.
Right. Northeast Texas Farmers up says, way to go, Wildcats. Extra play. And the extra play, Eric Rodriguez is up good. So it is 7-0 for Springs with 53 left to go in the first quarter. And this is Wildcats football on SST. Good.
So that was a good opening drive, but I still don't like our dominant line. Nearly got beat right there on that first and goal at the 2. We should be putting people back where I just don't know. Hard to be critical because they are good, but that's when they should be pounding. Chad's taking the player into the tent, so it must be probably a head injury.
3, 2. Here's the J. Hall Chevrolet kickoff for the Wildcats by Eric Rodriguez. And it's a short kick to the far side, a fair catch called for by Paris, and taking that fair catch was Cameron Floyd, and so they will start at the
26, I believe.
25 or 26.
Yep.
See where they put it on. It's just across the 25 or the 26-yard line. 52-yard drive in 9 plays. Sulphur Springs. Remember that Paris started out the onside kick, and the Wildcats were 40-yard line.
Yep, so we had a short field to start with, but we had 3 very impressive plays and powered it in.
Deuce Hall gets the 1. So Paris first down from the 26-yard line, and they keep it on the ground. And this is either Chris Hughes on first, taking the hand.
Got a long one there.
Picks up 1 yard to the 20-yard line. It'll be taken down and 9. Tyler He is the quarterback for Paris. Chris Houston into the 6 yard right from it. That man in motion right. And a pass flat is Hudson. The H-back comes out the catch across the 35. 38 line for a first for Paris. Full screen to the side. Caught. Pick up for the 41 or 42-yard line, but there's a flag down at the line.
I think it's going to be a yard motion. Legal shit. Yards back from 50.
Line, and they the chase. Paris 59 first.
To the 30-yard line.
Paris has a first down. Pass to go to Hudson Hart, the H-back out of the back. Tyler is the quarterback. Into the game with 1,400 yards passed. Half on this first 15 play, and it's going nowhere.
Oh, they did exactly what they're supposed to there. The line pinched. I imagine there's 7 plays on that. That's a great job by that line.
Chris Houston again gets the 4 and basically no gain there.
They're going to hold us, and that's that. I knew that was as far as I got.
Second 15, Harris. Moving from right to left. He's quarterback. Changing the play as he looks to the sideline. Chris Houston lined up in a pistol. Now he comes up his side. Heath, quarterback, feeling the scramble passing. And caught by Vivius Washington about the 40 line for a very short gain. 6 yards. It'll be third down, and we'll make it 7 for.
God had the cover. So thank goodness for that 5-yard penalty. Now, like you say, instead of 3rd.
Need to reach the 48-yard line for the first down.
And 3rd and 2. My math skills kind of left me.
And looks now they're going to take a timeout here.
Yeah.
Score. I think so. In the 7 Wildcat ball and KST. Get one out here, James.
Yeah, probably just have a 30-second.
Wildcats lead Paris to nothing midway through the first quarter. down and play coming up for Paris here. Their first possession of the game from the 40-yard.
It's a big play for the defense. Good offensive series. Now if we can hold them 3 and out or a short series and have that'll be great.
Tyler Heath, the quarterback in the shotgun, has a running back to his right. And fake to Houston, and then he keeps it himself. And we'll have first down, it looks like, as he goes off right tackle and break. Wildcat reaches the 50-yard line for the first down.
Yep. Play to read option, and he held to it a long time on the off, and then it went outside. So that's just good athletic.
Heath had 203 yards, averaging 6.8 yards per carry into the first down from the head off to Chris Houston. Middle, he bounces out of there and gets and is all the way to the Sulphur Springs 7 for a gain of 3 yards.
Reed wasn't tackle there, but it was after that 13. We can't give them that kind of outside. We've got to keep containment.
2 men wide to the far side and 2 to the near side. Back behind Houston in the pistol. In motion, left to trying to set up a screen. And Heath in trouble and going to be sacked back near midfield. And that is Alex King, who's becoming a real big play man in the Wildcat defense.
It's like he was in the huddle and he knew exactly where it was going, and he got it. The best thing about it is he pinned his arms while he was tackling him so he could get the ability to throw it away. So a great job, and now we're looking at 2nd and 21. Great job.
Loss of 9. Second. Score 2nd and 21.
Yeah, loss of 11.
Was it a loss of 11? Okay.
Yeah.
Loss of 11. That's now 2.5 sacks this season for Alex King, Wildcat linebacker. 2nd and 21 again. They're trying to set up the screen here, and they complete the pass in the center of the field, and this goes to Houston. No, this is Alan Cooper in the ballgame at
got a 5 out of it. That should be 3rd and 16, maybe 15. Let's say 16.
Gets to the Sulphur Springs 43-yard line. 3rd and 16 for Paris. Trailing 7-0. Wildcats scored on their first possession. Tyler Heath changing the play here.
I think you'll see 2 plays here unless they get nothing here. Too far for a field goal. Punt is risky, so I think you're going to see 2 plays to try to get 16 yards.
2 in the slot, 2 wide. He takes the snap, running out to his right. Looking downfield, passing. Looks like it is complete flat over on the far side, but short first down.
Yeah, it's going to be about 5 yards shy. And hard looked like, no, it coming back over here. It's Gio Ibarra again. Him out of bounds. So we're 4th and 5, and they are in fact going for it.
Keyshawn Ross made the catch there, a 10-yard gain. They will go first down. 4.
Teams go line of scrimmage without huddling on a lot of plays.
Tyler Heath now has to play. Ball on the far hash mark as they move right to left. Again, looks like he's setting up a screen, but scrambling and throwing it downfield. And it's caught or not?
We've got a flag.
I see a loose ball.
Late. So I think we're going to end up with pass interference. I don't think it was caught, but we're going to have a 15-yard pass interference, I'm afraid.
Pass was to the Wildcats' 5-yard line, and the receiver was cut by 3 Wildcats.
Yep.
That again was Keyshawn Roberts.
Did a good job of a defense pushing him, but he just sent a Larry. There's your interference.
Yep.
15 and a first down. Bad luck there.
A 4th down and 5 play.
Yeah, with the 3 players could have hurt having 2 men on him. We just made contact.
This moves the ball to the Sulphur Springs 17-yard line where it will be first down. 7-0. Sulphur Springs ahead. 4:01 left to go, first quarter. First possession for Paris. Ball on the far hash mark as they move right to left. Tight formation here. 3 receivers outside the offensive line, but not by much. And Heath scrambling again under pressure and is hit hard. Form tackle there at the 14-yard line. Tony, did you see who that was?
22.
Yeah, that was Zach Godbolt with a.
He put the helmet and face mask on the numbers and held on. That's exactly how it's supposed to be done.
3-yard gain for the quarterback. Heath to the 14-yard line of Sulphur Springs.
That had a chance to go further, so it was a really good job. One man taking him. That was against the grain and had an opportunity to go somewhere.
Heath in the shotgun, in the pistol as Keelan Cooper. Again, they look to the sideline for the play. 10 on the play clock. This is 2nd down and 7. Snap. He's rolling out to his right, again under pressure, and throws the ball about. Was feeling the pressure there from one of the Wildcats.
That's going to be grounding because he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He just flipped.
Yeah, he did.
So that's going to be like a second. We're going to get the down, and the ball's going to be on the 19.
That was Zach Godbolt. Shoot. Hot.
That's what he just kind of did out. I think what he got confused with the first down marker instead of the down box, and he got it past first down marker, but it didn't get to the line of scrimmage. So that's the same as a sack. See if they do it right. It should also be 3rd down at the 19-yard line.
He already indicated loss of down.
Okay.
So that'll make it 3rd down.
That's what was the umpire had the ball. I think he wanted to mark off some more yards, and that's all it is. It's just like a sack. So 3rd and 12.
So there was a loss there of 5 yards on the play.
Good. We're getting good rush on them when they're running that side. We're doing a good job of that. We've just got to get a little containment. But quarterback's athletic, and he can throw it and run too.
I was just about to say athletic.
Yep.
He's very mobile.
We've got a mere 2 teams out here, and all in all, we got some skilled people. I think it's going to be a fun ball game.
3rd and 12 for Paris. They take a timeout. Is that their second timeout already?
That may be. Yep, I think so.
Yeah, it is. Wow. All right. Sulphur Springs 7, Paris nothing. 3 left. This is Wildcats football on KST.
84.
Yes. Wildcats football on KSST. Wildcats lead at 7-0 over Paris. They have a 1-yard touchdown run, 4th down play. Deuce Hall. And by the way, that is the 9th touchdown of the season for Deuce Hall. But Paris has come right back with a long drive here, and now it is 3rd down and 12 from the Wildcats' 19-yard line.
They've had the ability to be behind the chains and somehow eke out. So it's another bigger down for the Wildcats because they'll go for it on 4th as well if they have to.
3 men wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. Heath dropping back, it's a screen, and he does complete to Chris Houston, and Houston, the running back, is all the way to the 8-yard line for a first down, or will it be? No, it's a little short of the first down.
A little short, but we had him, so it's 4th and about 2, 1 or 2. We had him back about 5 yards hurt, and he just wouldn't go down.
Let's go.
So they're going to try up, get the line of scrimmage. We got to wait for the substitutions.
4th and 1 for Paris at Sulphur Springs 8-yard line. Heath, the quarterback, under center.
That we may have gotten him.
And off to the right side.
I think we did.
This is Jaron Baugh into the ballgame at running back, trying to go off right tackle on that 4th and 1 play.
From where the linesman's walking, if he puts it down, where it's going to be by the Sulphur Springs football. I'm not sure he came in kind of casual. I think that we're fixing to get the football.
Have a measurement, which I would expect.
Yep. I actually think this is going to go in our direction.
Need to get just shy of the 7-yard line for the first down, Tony.
Yep. Where he was standing, I think we're about 6 or 8 inches to the good. Now we're going to see if putting that chain on there is a true marker.
They went with a full house backfield and the quarterback under center. The play off tackle to the right.
Yep.
Stretching the chains here now. Boy, it's close.
Wildcats ball.
Wildcats say they have it.
There
and
it
apparently they do. I still couldn't see how close it was.
I think it was about 6 inches. That was way too casual for my likings from the mechanic standpoint, but we got the result we need. A great stop by the Wildcat defense, even though they took a lot of time and made a lot of yards. Who cares? Who cares? It's the points on there now. So now the Wildcats, they're in the hole with the ball on the 7-yard line, but we had some good slants and some good runs, so we've got room for a long play. So I don't go out on a limb and say we're fixing to bust something series.
It was a 66-yard drive in 12 plays for Paris, but no points. Wildcats lead 7-0 at their own 7-yard line.
Wheel out would go real good.
Caden handing off to Jackson Hare. Hare off left tackle. And his blockers expertly, and he's out close to the 15-yard line.
Yard job. They had everything flooded to the right, and then got the ball to Hare, and he moved right in. If they set that defense up like that, a wheel route with Jackson going to the weak side would sure look pretty.
Wildcats moving left to right on the far hash mark. 2nd down and 2 for Sulphur Springs. Quinn Harris in the ball game at H-back. Lines up behind the left tackle. Caden Mitchell handing off to Jackson Hare. Hare starts out up the middle.
Not quite.
Taps his feet a few times as he was waiting for the box to develop, and then goes off to the left side and came close, but a bit short, maybe a half yard short of the first down.
So big play to keep this going right off the bat. Let's make sure we maintain possession. We're down to 1:05 and counting in the first quarter. It's been a fairly quick first quarter.
Deuce Hall in the ball game at quarterback for Sulphur Springs, so possibility that he will keep himself, and he does. And Hall going off the right side, extremely elusive, gets away from 2 or 3 Paris tacklers, and he will have the first down for Sulphur Springs at the 22-yard line.
Got a flag though, so I'm afraid we're fixing to have a hold and go back 10. Nope, we're going to get a personal foul face mask on Paris again.
How about that?
That was in the area where it's bad news for the offense, so that goes from the 20, should go up to the 35-yard line, or go from the end of the play, so it'd be even a little further than that.
Yeah, he got 22.
Okay, so giving him 23.
He's all the way up to the 38-yard line.
38. That's luck there, because not luck, but normally you see a flag coming right there, it's going to go against the offense. So good job.
Wildcats lead at 7-0. 49 seconds left to go first quarter. Outs to either side, and they swing it out to Deuce Hall behind the line of scrimmage. Ball makes the catch, makes one man miss, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more than that.
Might have gotten a half. That ball was close to being a lateral.
Well, I think it was.
He was way deep, and Perry had 2 or 3 guys out there, so that maybe we put that one back and don't call on it just now.
He got 1 yard to the 39, so 2nd down and 9. Empty backfield here for Sulphur Springs. 3 wide to the near side and 2 to the far side. Moving left to right. Caden Mitchell, the senior quarterback, takes the snap, looking over the passing.
Is incomplete.
That was
Skyler.
Skyler Lewis. Yeah, I thought he had it.
I thought he did, but when I saw it bouncing late, I'd just soon call it incomplete. Otherwise, we'll have a fumble. Another slant and another good pass, but he had a couple of guys with him there.
So 3rd down, 9 for the Wildcats. Their own 39-yard line. Leading 7-0. Looking to the sideline for the play right now. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Little screen play might not be so bad right here.
3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mitchell throwing, far side, complete. And
that's not
that's
a good
Skyler
spot.
Lewis on the catch, and I'm not sure if he had forward progress for the first down or not.
He did, and they didn't give it to him. It's going to be 4th and less than 1, but we'll go for it. But he caught the ball at about the 41, or the 49, got pushed back, and the official just wasn't down there. So that's the end of the quarter, so we're going to think about it, but we're going to go for it, I promise you.
Gain was to the 48-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1 on the first play of the second quarter. Wildcats lead 7-0. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay. I don't know why they turned the light out in the hallway. Jeez.
I'd like to see my wing guys going downfield a little more with 5-man crew, because he got to he caught the ball at the 49, and they pushed it back immediately. But we'll get this.
Wildcats football on KSST. Start of the second quarter. Sulphur Springs leading 7-0. We have a 4th and 1 for Sulphur Springs at their own 48-yard line, and they will go for the first down here. Deuce Hall in the ball game at quarterback. Hall takes the snap straight ahead, lowers his shoulder, has the first down. It's a Hooten Hardware first down for Sulphur Springs.
And I just realized I missed one of those Hooten Hardware first downs on that penalty on the series right before that, so we're going to make up for it. We got a helmet on the ground by number 70, who is Aiden McCarroll, so he's got to go out for a play.
At the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
But we got that first down. That's all important. Now, what wind we've got will help us a little bit, but not much. But now we need to just sustain this and take it on in again.
Deuce Hall gained 4 yards on that 4th and 1, so it's 1st and 10 from the Paris 48-yard line. Caden Mitchell in the pocket, bluffs a pass to the sideline and then throws it down, incomplete. I believe that's intended for Wyatt Watson, so it'll be down at 10. Fake the double screen.
Davis.
I thought that Wyatt had his hands turned around and was going to sneak in there and get that, but that was good coverage. That day before when Deuce Hall got the first down, he's a slender young man, but he ran with some power right there. He's shown a lot of heart.
You know, they use him in very much the way the Wildcats used Brady Driver the last couple of years on those short yard situations. They flip it out in the flat to Jackson Hare, but Hare is outnumbered out there and only able to get a couple of yards. He is brought down at about the 46-yard line of Paris for a gain of 2 yards.
Yep, that looked like it was going to go, but Paris closed. Paris has got lots of wheels on their defensive backfield, so when it sometimes looks like it's going to be open, it can close pretty quickly.
They didn't have any blockers for him out there, Tony.
No, but sometimes that's okay if you got where you can use your move, but they closed real good. So we got 2 plays here, so it's important just to get some positive yards. Don't have to get them all here.
Deuce Chris Hall to the left of Caden Mitchell. Mitchell takes the snap in the shotgun, passing over the middle for Chris Adams, and off his hands.
Yep.
And incomplete and nearly intercepted, I think.
Should have been picked. He was already looking on how he was going to run. So, all right, we're still going to probably go for it, but it's going to be 4th and 8. So we've run 3 slants. We've got 1 completion and 2 incompletions. But they've been open each time.
It's 4th down for Sulphur Springs.
4th and 8 for the Wildcats from the 46-yard line of Paris. Caden Mitchell in the shotgun. I think they're changing the play here. 2 H-backs in the ball game for the Wildcats. 1 behind either tackle, and he will quick kick.
Yep. When they got those guys on the edge, I figured that's what was going to happen.
How about that?
It's something you don't see a whole lot. It wasn't a great kick, but it's going to be on about the 26-yard line with Paris going out. I'm okay with that since it was 4th and 8. That took 20 yards or so of field position. Defense has positive thoughts from the first series, so that's okay.
Caden Mitchell, a 20-yard quick kick punt on 4th down and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So 1st down for Paris at the 26-yard line. Sulphur Springs leading 7-0. Empty backfield here for Tyler. 3 wide to the near side, 2 to the far side. They move left to right, ball on the far hash mark. Heath backpedaling, scrambling now, feeling the pressure, and going out of bounds over on the far side after a short game.
He's only going to get 1 or 2 out of that one if he gets it. Now I think they're going to keep it at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. I was afraid they were fixing to scramble him a little bit, spreading everybody out, and they're doing it again. So we've got to contain.
2nd and 10 from the 26. Heath. Again, looking to the sideline for the play, which happens just about every snap. And in motion from left to right, they flip it to him. Nice. And again, very short pickup here, if any, for Paris. And that is...
And Andrews was the first one to catch him right there. Yeah. He let him just run right into his arms, and he took care of it, said, thank you, let's go 3rd and 10.
Keyshawn Roberts was the ball carrier. So 3rd and 10 from the 26.
So this will be a real nice play. They've had the empty backfield 3-2 on each play this time.
3 to the far side, 2 to the near. Moves left to right. Sulphur Springs leading 7-0. Snap to Heath. Heath backpedals now, feeling the pressure, scrambling out to his left, passing over the middle, and apparently caught at about the 35-yard line.
And he got an extra yard, and he's got a 1st down. I was asking for my linesman to hustle more, and he did that time, and they got it. If he'd have held off, we might have.
Anthony Lopez on the catch for Paris out to the 37-yard line. He got the 1st down by 1 yard.
We had decent pressure from the 3-man rush, but he was able to square up and throw it.
Pistol look this time for Paris with Keelan Cooper behind Tyler Heath, the quarterback. They have the big H-back, Hudson Harper, behind the right tackle. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. And handoff up the middle.
Cormick.
Pickup for Keelan Cooper.
Chris Houston on the carry.
Chris Houston, as the public address announcer.
Okay, well, McCormick came out under there too. He did a little submarine that had his ankles, so whoever is a good job just allowing 1.
Alex McCormick with 48 tackles coming into the ball game, a Wildcat junior linebacker.
We're bunched up at the line on the defensive line this time, so we've got an extra 1 or 2.
So 1 yard pickup on that play, so this is 2nd down and 9. Tyler Heath in the shotgun takes the snap, surveying the field, moving in the pocket. Thinks he will scramble, and he will scramble, and he is hit hard at about the 40-yard line by one of the Wildcats.
I think that might have been Gio.
He got to the 41-yard line on the scramble, Tyler Heath.
I think that was Gio that came up there and popped him.
Gio Ibarra, the cornerback from Sulphur Springs.
He's kind of wobbling a little over there, so I think that was him.
3rd and 6 for Paris from the Paris 41-yard line. Pistol look here. Keelan Cooper, the deep back. 2 in the slot, 2 wide. Snap to Heath, the quarterback, and the option play, and he is going to be stopped near the line of scrimmage.
44.
And that is Truth Holmes for Sulphur Springs, the defensive end.
He just engulfed him. Loss of a couple is going to be 4th and 6. That's a great job. And if you notice, of course, y'all can't, well, you can see if you're watching on the stream, but our defensive backs are really disguising and confusing.
4th down.
They lined up quick for the punt, too, and they're getting a heck of a run out of it.
Tyler Heath, the quarterback, is the punter, and this one rolls all the way to the Sulphur Springs 5-yard line. There was nobody back for Sulphur Springs, was there?
I think Sulphur, but I think with the fact that he's a quarterback, they weren't going to worry about where the punt ended up. They weren't going to get beat on a 4th and 6.
It's a 55-yard punt by the quarterback, Tyler Heath.
With about 25 of that on the ground, but that's okay with nobody back there.
Sulphur Springs leading 7-0, 6:52 to go in the first half, but they are on their own 5-yard line now.
But that's 2 good stands by the defense. They, like I say, we're giving up some yards, but we're bending but not breaking.
Wildcats went 52 yards in 9 plays on their first possession. Deuce Hall got a 1-yard touchdown run on 4th down. And this is Jackson Hare taking the handoff on 1st down. Starts out up the middle, then cuts it outside, and we'll get to the 10-yard line.
5 or maybe just outside. That's a good start. Got to get that goal line far in our back wheel.
2nd down and 5 for Sulphur Springs at their own 10-yard line.
10 receivers left. We may be tied on the right side.
Lots of time on the play clock here at 23 seconds as they come up to the line now. Caden Mitchell, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun. As Jackson Hare to his left, they give it to Hare. Hare starts out up the middle, then bounces outside, goes off tackle to the left. Jukes a couple of tacklers and gets out to the 15-yard line.
Yep, going to be 14, going to be 3rd and 1. These are 2 teams with a lot of speed. Jackson will outrun a whole lot of folks there, but he wasn't able to get as much as he needed.
3rd and 1. Hand off up the middle, that's Jackson Hare.
Got it.
And leaning forward, and I think he will have a Hooten Hardware first down at the 16-yard line.
That's a very important Hooten Hardware first down, too. Get that goal line away, play the position, but we're not going to be satisfied. We've got an injury timeout, another Parish player, and here comes Chad.
Chad Hellberg, your nephew.
My nephew, and I got to give him some props, too. He has taken some weight loss medicine and changed his diet, and he was unhealthy, large, and he has dropped about 130 pounds.
Mercy.
I am so proud of him.
That's fantastic. You know, if you weigh as much as you did, and you have to run out there on the field to check these kids out, that's not an easy thing.
And the thing is, from the waist down, he's not fat. He's a huge guy.
Yeah, you said he's 6'5"?
He's about 6'5", and I mean, he's just huge, but he's still big.
Well, it's 7-0, and now have a first down at about 17-yard line. There is 5:38 left to go in the first half. This has been a fast-moving first half. So
that's
far,
number
anyway.
22 coming out.
And that is Chris Garcia, junior defensive end.
We'll see whether he's just going out or if he can go to the tent.
So Wildcats coming up to the line now after the injury timeout. Moving right to left, 7-0 lead.
1st and 10 on the 17.
Caden Mitchell in the shotgun. Claps his hands. Bubble screen to the far side is complete.
That's Watson. Looks like he's going to get about 9.
Wyatt Watson using his blocker out there and gets up across the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1. That was a good play. Right nice pass that was delivered by Mitchell. Watson did most of that on his own. And again, I think it was 18 out there, which is Jeffrey, and he did a good job of not holding.
Jamorian Jeffrey.
So 2nd and 1. a lot of times you try a trick play thinking you can go ahead and get it. We may play conservative and go ahead and get that Hooten Hardware first down.
Caden Mitchell in the shotgun has Jackson Harris step to his right. And a man motion for the Wildcats.
Faked it to him, and that was Mitchell around in, and he got about 8 or 9 out of it, and he got that Hardware first down.
Watson was going in motion there, and then Caden Mitchell kept himself, the quarterback, got around the perimeter of the Paris defense.
That was about a triple option, and he took the good one.
It's up to the 31-yard line for a gain of 5, and it is a first down for Sulphur Springs. I thought I saw some hesitation there, and for a moment I thought there might be a penalty, but obviously not.
I don't think so.
Snap to Caden Mitchell. Now this is that sprint draw they have run several times, and they give it to Jackson Hare coming back against the grain. Mitchell was going to his left, and then Jackson Hare comes back to the right. And it is across the line of scrimmage for a short gain, maybe just a couple of yards, if that.
I'm feeling sorry for, I think, number 21 linebacker for Parrish, because Johnson just laid on him.
About Big Vincent
Big
Johnson.
Vincent got that one. He kind of was short stepping it going back to the defense.
6'5", 315. Caden Mitchell passing the flat over on the far side, complete, and that is to Chris Adams, and he'll be close to a first down.
That should be one. I think we're going to move him. Yeah,
move the chains.
Hooten Hardware first down. That was a nice pass. He threw that one on the rope. Well done, and he didn't give any ground. He just laid and got a little more on the fall.
9 yards on the gain. Now the Wildcats have moved out from their own 5-yard line to the 41-yard line.
I was fixing to say, we've got 35 or so right now, and we're still just in the half court.
3:43, and the clock is rolling. In the second quarter, Sulphur Springs leading 7-0. Caden Mitchell. Wildcats have a pistol look with the back Jackson Hare behind Mitchell. And this time Hare in jail as he goes to the right, and he is going to be caught and dropped for a loss.
Yep, we tried to get the defense pulling to the right side with the motion man and then let Jackson go back where he came from, but defense wasn't having anything there.
Back to the 40s. That's a loss of 1.
Yep. About 3 minutes left. This will be important to see if we can get some points, because Parrish gets the opening kick of the second half. I don't like seeing a one-score game.
Second down, 11. Wildcats moving right to left. Ball on the far hash mark. Caden Mitchell in the shotgun. Back pedals. Passing to the flat on the far side off the hands of the receiver out there. And that was Skylar Lewis.
Skylar threw that one a little high, and it kind of bounced. And I'm real wary of those bounce passes, because these safeties can run a tip drill. So second down, third and 12. So this is a big play. Because I don't think I know this is not fourth down territory unless we get within about 1 yard of it right now.
Deuce Hall in the ballgame at running back for the Wildcats. Caden Mitchell takes the snap, back pedals, passing over the middle for Wyatt Watson. He's got him. And gain all the way to the 30-yard line, or perhaps even the 28 or 29.
28-yard line. Perfect post pattern, and Mitchell delivered it right on that 9 on his jersey. He couldn't help but catch that one. Hooten Hardware first down. That one may be the biggest of the game right now, because that's at 2:35. Puts us in where we're thinking about scoring now, instead of whether or not we're going to play field position with Parrish to run half out. We need some points now.
39-yard gain to Wyatt Watson. First down at the Parrish 28-yard line. Wildcat drive continues. Up the middle. Did I see a flag down on this play?
I haven't noticed it yet.
I thought I saw one over on the far side, but now I think perhaps not. Yeah. But it was a draw play up the middle and a short gain for the Wildcats to about
5.
The 24-yard line. Yeah, more than I thought. So
ended up. We got some strong running going on. Inside 2 minutes now, and the clock's running, but the Wildcats have all two of their timeouts remaining, I think.
That was Jackson Hare on the carry.
Too much time running off here.
Clock down to 18. 1:38 on the game clock here. Wildcats lead Paris 7-0.
Well, we do have all three of our timeouts. We're letting a lot of seconds. Here comes a reverse to Schuyler.
Schuyler going from left to right, gets outside the containment, and he is inside the 10-yard line, and they take him out of bounds near the 2.
About the 2 or the 3, so that's why we were letting that clock run. We were fixing to run a trick play. But I think we got a flag here. They're staying put.
I don't see the flag yet.
I don't either, but everybody saw coming back. That's going to have to be a hold.
Either that or blocking the back. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Schuyler walked right in front of the referee there as he gave the signal.
I heard him say holding, so that's going to be 10 back. So tough luck for Schuyler.
Would have been a gain down to the 2-yard line.
Yep.
21 yards on the reverse, Schuyler Lewis.
So now it's going to be second, and it was downfield a little bit, so second about 3 from the 21-yard line. So that's still manageable. 3 timeouts and a minute 21 as they start to clock. I think they are. That's a good. So we need to put some time management in here and take this on in.
2nd and 3 from just outside the 21-yard line of Paris. Hand off to Jackson Hare, and Hare pops through. There goes Jackson Hare, and he scores standing up.
Hooten Hardware first down along with that other.
Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go, Wildcats. It's a 21-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare, and the Wildcats lead at 13-0. That's a 95-yard drive.
Nice. That's what you build seasons on right there. And I was scared to death we were either going to have to use timeout or get a 5-yard penalty because they snapped with about 1 on the clock.
Eric Rodriguez with the extra point. Kick up, and it is good. He is now 26 of 28 this season, and the Wildcats lead it 14-0 with a minute 18 to go in the half. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
That's a demoralizer right there.
Jay?
Yeah, I didn't hear him say we were out, so I don't know if we're there or not.
Wildcat, put your feet
Well, where are we? Tell them to listen to.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Jay High Chevrolet kickoff up now for Springs. Eric Rodriguez hand up. And again, the diagonal kick to the flat on the near side, and it is taken and will be returned for Paris out to about the 36-yard line. And on the return there, it's Malik Johnson.
Alex McCormick got him by the foot, and then about 5 people came and took him down. So good coverage. Start the ball on the 36, going out with a minute 10 left. Paris only has 1 timeout left, so they're struggling. Now we say we had offsides on the Wildcats, so we're going to add 5 yards to this, and they're going to end up starting at the 41-yard line, I believe, is where we're going to be.
Okay. I think this is a good rule change that they don't have to necessarily kick again.
Speeds up the game.
Sure does.
And just let you get that, so it's a good thing.
95-yard drive in 17 plays for Sulphur Springs. Big play on the drive, a 39-yard pass from Caden Mitchell to Wyatt Watson, the 21-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare.
Yeah, we had some good plays, but that's a real confidence builder and a demoralizer for Parrish to go 95.
And a pass to the near side, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and that was Finch, Markeldrick Finch on the pass.
He was wanting to see where he was going before he got the ball.
Tyler Heath, the quarterback, put it there, but Finch not able to hang on. So second down and 10, 41-yard line, 1:05 left to go in the first half. Sulphur Springs leading 14-0.
Three-man rush. We've got 8 making an umbrella. We're going to give them 5 or 10 yards if that clock will run, and we just went under a minute.
Quick slant in to Markeldrick Finch again, and this time he catches it and he gets to the Sulphur Springs 49-yard line.
We'll see how long we're going to give them, a few yards at a time. They're going to keep taking it.
This is first down. Moving in the pocket, scrambling and passing, and it is caught by Marcavius Washington. And Washington bumped out of bounds and stopping the clock at about the Sulphur Springs 36-yard line.
So just like we got through demoralizing them, Harris is trying to come down here and take a short clock, put some points on the board, and get that kickoff.
Now they just got one timeout. Remember that.
Yep.
They've already burned
the sidelines.
Already burned 2 timeouts. First down from the 36-yard line in Sulphur Springs territory. And the pass over the middle by Heath is caught by Marcavius Washington again at about the 31-yard line for a gain of 5 yards. Clock will continue to roll.
On the tackle there, came up and made a really good stop.
Second down and 5. Heath passing to the flat on the far side. That was a long pass, and it was complete to Roberts, Keyshawn Roberts.
He was short of the line to gain, so the clock is down to 12, so that hurt them really. Now they spiked it, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Or it could be 4th.
Yeah, I think it will be 4th.
It will be 4th and 1, sure will. So that spike hurt them. That's where the danger of only having one timeout has really hurt them. So we need to watch out here. They're liable to try the home run ball right here instead of just getting that first down.
4th and 1 at the Sulphur Springs 27-yard line.
And if they have to kick, the wind has picked up a little bit, and it's quite a bit from side to side. So it could be a little bit more of an obstacle for a high school kicker.
Big play here, 4th and 1 from the Sulphur Springs 7. Tyler Heath, the quarterback, takes the snap of the shotgun, rolling out to his right, passing to the sideline.
Incomplete.
And trying to go to Markeldrick Finch, but incomplete. And the ball goes back over Sulphur Springs with 5 seconds left to go in the first half.
I think Nathan Andrews had some pretty good pressure, and the quarterback wasn't able to stay as long as he wanted to. He just threw it and kind of hoped that we could come up with it, but he didn't. So Wildcats will take a knee with 5 seconds left and take a 2-score game into this halftime.
Sulphur Springs leading 14-0. A 1-yard touchdown run by Deuce Hall and a 21-yard run by Jackson Hare just a short time ago. 5 seconds to go, and Sulphur Springs, as Tony says, no doubt will run out the clock here. Parrish will have the ball to start the third quarter. Caden Mitchell still in the shotgun, takes the snap, and takes a knee, and that will end the first half. So 14-0, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats over the Parrish Wildcats at halftime in Paris, and we'll be back and talk about this first half. Also, we'll be hearing from the Sulphur Springs High School Band when Sulphur Springs Wildcats football continues after this on KSST. Okay.
The lights here at Wildcat Stadium just got a whole lot brighter because halftime is showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, Sulphur Springs proudly presents the award.
Wildcats football brought to you by Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Hooten Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Hodge Chevrolet, Saputo Dairy Foods, Christus Mother Francis, Hospital, Copy Product, BT Medical. Time brought to you by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy. And we have the Blue Blazes on the field right now, and also the Sulphur Springs High School Band. So let's go to the field and hear their performance.
Officers for the 24-25 line are Junior Lieutenants Kara Fagan, Emma Palacios, Senior Lieutenants Jayden Allen and Allison Smith, and your captains Trinity Martin and Sedona McCullum. The Blazes want to send a shout out to their Blaze of the Week, Jennifer Rodriguez, along with their Spirit Girl of the Week, Lily Big Bang Bankston. Let's also hear it for this week's Spotlight teacher, Coach Salvador Mejia. The Blazes would love to send a special thank you to their sponsors and Beyonce. Corner Grub House, RGW Holly, JND Dozer and Mulching, Miguel and Lindy Palacios, Larry and Sherry Finney, the Bankston family, the Sign Shop, Bob Evans, the Shirt Lady, City National Bank, and Wyatt's Towing. The Blue Blazes are under the direction of alumni member Mrs. Meredith Dial. Now, join the Blazes as they perform a rocking jazz routine to Any Way You Want.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. The back-to-back state finalists. Man, oh man, that Wildcat band. The band is being brought to the field by Rangers, Brody Emmert, Cannon Gibson, Rafi Flores, and Anthony Small. The Wildcat band looks forward to joining the Paris tomorrow in exhibition performance in Paris and continues their 2024 season tonight with Neon Nights.
You're listening to the performance of the Sulphur Springs High School Band at Paris. As Wildcats lead at halftime 14-0.
Gentlemen, the Sulphur Springs High School Wildcat Band. To the band are Spencer Emmer, Allison Martinez, Zachary Griffin, Cody Brown, Brittany Bennett, Steve Brown, Connor Dawes. The Wildcat Band received the first division at UIL on Tuesday and look forward to area contest in Lindale on November 2nd. Go Wildcats!
Okay, the Wildcat Band performing here at Wildcat Stadium. Of course, we have the Paris Wildcats and the Sulphur Springs Wildcats playing tonight. Sulphur Springs leading at halftime 14-0, and we will come back and recap the first half right after this on KSST. Okay, good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we proudly present the Paris High School Blazettes under direction of Amber Musgrove. Blazette officers are second lieutenant.
What am I missing
Amaya
here?
What are you trying to do?
Oh, just
First Lieutenant Amaya Adamson.
Just turn it.
and
Yeah.
Captain Reed Arias. Blazette is Nita Orta. Blazettes would like to thank sponsors for their
Cats football on KSST brought to you by Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Hooten Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assistant Bank, Hodge Chevrolet. We thank Jay Hodge for providing us with the vehicle. Beautiful silver gray Suburban to come up to Lamar County tonight. Sapporo Dairy Foods, Krista Poppy Products, Team. Pregame is presented by Super Handy, and halftime is presented by Galleon and Hall Oil and Super Handy. 14-0, Sulphur Springs leading at Tony. Half really couldn't have gone much better for Springs.
Very efficient first half for us. We did something that we have been doing, and that's we stayed away from penalty. We stayed away from negative plays to get behind the chains. We had one drive of 95 yards that's just heartbreaking for the other. Then the other thing is that defense put a goose egg up for the first half, and we haven't been doing that. And I think we may have had one or two, but for the most part, we've not had a clean first half. So very good there. The problem is there's two halves to a football game.
Right. Wildcats started out at their own 48-yard line with opening kickoff as Harris went for an onside kick, and the Wildcats recovered. I believe it was Chris Adams that recovered that onside kick. Sulphur Springs then drove 52 yards in 9 plays. Deuce Hall got the touchdown, down 1-yard run. Eric Rodriguez kicked the point, and it was 7-0. Ready to go in the fourth quarter. Paris on its first possession started a very impressive drive, 66 yards in 12 plays. They gave it up on down the Sulphur Springs 7-yard line. The Wildcats then kept the ball for something like plays, and it was Caden Mitchell on a quick kick from short punt formation or shotgun formation, if you will. Wildcats then started at their own 5-yard line after a Paris punt, and Sulphur Springs went 95 yards in 13 plays. 32-yard pass to Wyatt Watson was a big play on that drive, and Wildcats had a reverse to Skylar Lewis that got them down to the 2-yard line, but it was called back because of holding. But on the very next play, Jackson Hare 21 yards for a touchdown, and the extra point by Eric Rodriguez good. 14-0 with 1 left to go in the second quarter. Then Paris able to put together a drive that got them Sulphur Springs 27-yard line in the final moments of the first half, but the Wildcats again downs, and so we're at halftime, and it's 4-0. Sulphur Springs over Paris. Something I want to point out, though, Tony, I was looking at the Paris statistics. In the first half of games so far this season, opponents have outscored Paris 104-56. In the second half, Paris has outscored the opponents 159-101.
I was fixing to say we feel pretty decent right now, but I want 2 touchdowns in this second half. Paris always comes back in the second half and plays better.
So they have lost their last 2 games. They lost to Panther Creek 38-35 in bizarre circumstances somewhat, as they had a 4th down play or a final offensive play at the Panther Creek 3-yard line with no timeouts and a few seconds remaining, and try to reverse. And the reverse was stopped in the backfield and time ran out. Otherwise, they could have kicked a field goal to tie the game at least. They lost that game to a very good Panther Creek team, 38-35, and they lost last week to Aubrey 49-38. And they are 4-3 this season.
And one thing I can say about Coach Hohenberger too, you said that he gave up the chance to tie that 2 games ago against Panther Creek. Coach Hohenberger is aggressive if he's taking a breath, because he's not going to play for the tie. He is a kind of a swashbuckler, and he wants to win. So he's going to try, just like the onside kick, just like the 4th downs in the middle of the field even. He's a gambler, and sometimes it works, but people like his style here in Paris.
Well, something we talked about before the game, we'll chase a bit more about it now. It is exactly 100 years since the very first Sulphur Springs Paris football game. The first game was played in 1924. We're not sure of the date, but for all intents and purposes, this is the 100th anniversary of this rivalry between Paris and Sulphur Springs. Paris won the first one 14-0. This is the 89th meeting between Sulphur Springs and Paris. Paris dominated. They have won 49 times to 34 for Sulphur Springs. There have been 5 ties. And Tony, I got into it a little bit deeper this week. Paris won every game between 1936 and 1962.
That's a pretty good streak.
Except there were 3 ties. There were ties in 1939, 1948, and 1957. But from 1936 to 1962, 26 years, Sulphur Springs did not beat Paris, and that is why Paris has that wide margin in the series here.
Yeah.
Now, they were playing at that time, Paris, most of that time anyway, under Raymond Berry. And you probably know the name of Raymond Berry as the great receiver with Johnny Unitas and the Baltimore Colts in the 50s and 60s, but this was his father.
His father.
Who was the head coach here for 25 years. And then Sulphur Springs finally won, Tony, and you may recognize this day, November 22nd, 1963.
63, Kennedy Day.
And the teams were some of the few teams in Texas, for what reason, they played that night in Sulphur Springs. John Pierce, the Sulphur Springs Hall of Honor member, of course, and later Stephen F. Austin, head coach, Rice head coach, one of the great figures in Sulphur Springs football, wrote a story about this several years ago, and I read it, and I tried to find it this week, and I couldn't find it. I just found a little excerpt of it. He wrote a long story about that game, but Sulphur Springs won it 44-6 the night of the Kennedy assassination, November 22nd, 1963, and that was the first time Sulphur Springs had beaten Paris since 1935. So what a story.
It's quite a series. I was fortunate enough to referee about 6 of these, starting the very first one that I did was in Sulphur Springs, the opening game for the 2008 season when we won state. And I got this game for about 5 or 6 years, and it's one of the better rivalries, and it's neat because a lot of the Paris people know me from a refereeing and all. We always got good receptions and everything, but the crowds are just fabulous, and it didn't matter. I got called a cheater from either side, even though we did the same game each year. But if we were up here, Sulphur Springs people that know me for all my life called us a cheater, and the next year well, the Paris people said we cheated. So it was a bunch of fun, though.
Right. In 7-4A Division I, which is, of course, Sulphur Springs District, Salina leads at 3-0. Panther Creek is 2-1. Sulphur Springs and Lake Dallas are 1-1. Aubrey and Paris are 1-2. Community is 0-2. Tonight, Panther Creek is at Lake Dallas. You might
see
some
scores.
Okay, good.
I got several of them.
Let's go with them then.
So with our district, Panther Creek is up 28-6, and Aubrey was up on Community 28-0. Those were halftime scores. Some other locals, Winsboro was up over Rains 42-7. Clarksville just barely ahead of Cumbie 24-22. Very competitive there. Commerce was beating Mineola 21-0. Como surprisingly hanging with Paul Pewitt 37-20. There's been some improvement in Como this year. I think they're getting a little bit of excitement.
But Paul Pewitt leading 37-20.
Paul Pewitt is leading, but Como's in it. And then one that's my kind of for me is Pittsburgh over North Lamar 23-0. That's Tristan Abrams' team, and Tristan was one of my son's classmates and a favorite of mine, and I'm going to keep up with him wherever he's at.
So Panther Creek leading Lake Dallas 28-6.
Yep.
At halftime. That's an important game in the district, and Aubrey, no surprise, 28-0 over Community, and Sulphur Springs gets Community at home next Friday night. So if that holds, Panther Creek will be 3-1, Lake Dallas will be 1-2. If Sulphur Springs holds on and wins, they would be 2-1. Aubrey will be 2-2. If Paris does not come back, they will be 1-3, and Community will be 0-3. So the remainder of the schedule for the Wildcats, they get Community, which is, I believe, has won one game, but they get the Wildcats get Community at home next Friday night. Then a very big game at Lake Dallas, November 1st, and then an even bigger game, perhaps, at home, the final regular season game, November 8th versus Frisco Panther Creek. So some big games coming up for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats in the next few weeks.
It's important, though, that we take them to the old cliche one at a time.
Right.
We better not be looking at Panther Creek right now with 2 games in between. We better not be looking at anything but the second half right here, because I guarantee you we're up 2 scores. We got a ball game ahead of us coming up.
I think you're right. I believe you're right. 14-0 Sulphur Springs leading at halftime for Paris. And we'll be back with the second half and maybe a little bit of extra information before that when Wildcat football continues after this on KSST. Okay.
The color guard is under the direction of Angela Ramirez and Daniela Ortega.
Hohenberger, he's coming out making gestures right now. I'm here to tell you that is one more wired football coach. He is all business, but he is extremely positive. I forgot to make mention of the flags. I think we had a GoFundMe or something, but we got 4 new SSHS flags. One of them got stolen or something I read or heard. And when we scored, I was noticing, and they're on there now, so we need to make mention of that.
Wildcats football on KSST. We're just about ready to start the second half here. What were you saying about Sulphur Springs flags?
Well, all the parish flags come in front of us when they were running on, and I meant to make mention because earlier in the year, evidently, someone stole or we lost one of the SSHS flags, and we were SHS for a few games, but I noticed we had 4 new flags today, and I think I saw where there was a GoFundMe or something from the fans or the parents or whatever, and whatever it was, we got them, and it looks really good. So we hope we get to see them wave in this second half.
Okay. So the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff coming up. Eric Rodriguez getting it teed up for Sulphur Springs. At the 40-yard line, Wildcats won the toss to start the game and elected to receive, and indeed dropped down and scored a touchdown. And here is the kickoff by Eric Rodriguez, and it is the diagonal kick, and it is taken by Hudson Harper at the 35-yard line. He is hit immediately.
On return, Boots Harper.
I think
Made immediately by Lauren Vaughn.
42 Vaughn. Yep.
Okay, first we have said the name of Laren Vaughn here for a while. He's missed some time.
Yep, he got one earlier in the first half. I called him once, but he made a good job on that one. Number 17 decided he'd go east-west, and Vaughn took care of him right where he had it.
First and 10 for the Wild.
33-yard line is the line of scrimmage for Paris. They are trailing 14-0. This is their first possession of the second half. But as we told you, they have outscored their opponents by a considerable margin in the second half this year. Marcavius Washington going in motion, takes a flip, trying to get outside the containment, but the Wildcats won't let him do that. Grayson Hardy comes up and finishes him off, but the Wildcats, Tony, a great job of containing that play.
I think we had about 8 or 9 folks that had a part in that. They strung it straight out, and that's a loss of 4 yards on first down, and that's an excellent way to start the drive here in the third quarter.
Back to the 29-yard line, so Paris behind the chains, second down and 14. And the quarterback, Tyler Heath, looking to the sideline for the play. He has a back in the pistol. Now that back shifts up even with Tyler Heath. Heath backpedaling, feeling the pressure as he has all night, coming out to the right side, passing deep downfield, has a man out there. That's Marcavius Washington, who makes the catch at about the Sulphur Springs 40-yard line. Goes out of bounds almost immediately.
C.T. Galloway got him there, but we had a bunch of people deep, but he just kind of found a soft spot right on the sideline. He might have gotten hidden away from him, but a good pass, good catch. unfortunate first down.
31 yards on the gain to Washington. And the first down for Paris. Again, trailing 14-0, first possession of the second half. But now at the Sulphur Springs 38-yard line. Tyler Heath in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Cooper. Back pedals, looking downfield, scrambling out to the left. Going to keep it. And Heath hot foots it out of bounds near the 30-yard line. That's a nice gain on first down for Paris.
He's got good instincts, and he's got some athletic ability. He was kind of rolling and pulling everybody in, and then just took it over there to the sideline, gain of about 8.
Second down and 2 for Paris. Heath in the shot. A back behind him in the it's Keelan Cooper. Heath looking to the sideline for the play. They have an H-back. Hudson Harper behind the right tackle. Two men wide right, one to the left. Clock down to 14. Looks like we're ready to go. Heath takes the snap, flips it out in the flat behind the intended receiver there who slipped down.
That was the result of, I think it was 26. Alex King came in from the side. That ball was thrown before he wanted it. That's what caused that incomplete pass. That's a big play. So still now 3rd and 2.
That was Keelan Cooper, the receiver, coming out of the backfield there in the flat. 3rd and 2. No doubt a 4-down situation here for Paris.
Yep, absolutely.
Ball on the far hash mark as they move from left to right. Heath waiting on the snap. There it is. Heath in the pocket. Scrambling out to the right, directing traffic, passing, and
throw it away.
Incomplete. Had nobody to go to, and finally ran out of real estate.
Alex McCormick got in there with some good pursuit, and he finally had to throw it away. So we're going to see a big play right here, 4th and 2. So great job by the defense.
4th and 2 for the Paris Wildcats.
4th and 2 at the Sulphur Springs. Actually have it now marked at the 30.
Yep. Not a full 2. This is going to be a big play for the defense.
Tyler Heath, the quarterback, in the shotgun. As a back in the pistol, man in motion from left to right. That's the H-back. Hudson Harper, and Heath will throw. At least he's setting up to throw. Scrambling, passing, complete, I think, at about the 26-yard line. If so, it's good for a first down.
Yep, he got it. Hardy got him, but they made a good completion out of it. I thought we had it covered pretty well, and I actually thought he was throwing it away. So tough luck on the defense there.
Keyshawn Roberts makes the catch.
First down at the 23, I believe.
I believe we got it marked at the 21.
22 on the scoreboard.
No, you're right. You're right. It's the 23. So a gain of 8 yards on that 4th and 1. I'm surprised they threw, Tony.
I am too. I really thought we had a good series coming right there because we had a little pressure.
Snap to Heath. Heath looking to his right. Gonna scramble up the middle. Now breaks it to the sideline on the far side at the 10, at the 5.
Yep, he's gone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown for Paris. Merson.
That's all him. And I don't know if you've said it or not. Is he not just a sophomore?
That's right.
Something made me think we're used to good quarterbacks, really good quarterbacks from Paris. They've usually been named Hohenberger, but this one's not. But Chad told me he was a sophomore. I just wasn't completely sure, but that was really a nice play. 23-yard
touchdown run scrambling. Tyler Heath. And here Thatcher Brown will attempt the extra point, and it is good. And Paris right back in this thing, 14-7, 10-15 the third quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
14, Paris 7. Hold on, folks. We still got the ball game.
Okay.
And we better watch out because it's not beyond him to onside it right now, even though they've already done it once.
Okay, we've played all of our stats through once.
Okay. We have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff just about to come from Thatcher Brown with the Paris Wildcats. Has it teed up at the 40-yard line. 67-yard drive in 7 plays for Paris to start the second half. Brown advancing on the ball now, and he does kick it deep, somewhat deep anyway, the 25-yard line right at the sideline. Did a flag go down there?
I'm thinking that he might have had his foot out of bounds when he caught it, which was going to make it a free kick out of bounds, which means we'd get 5 yards from that spot or the 30-yard line.
Wyatt Watson caught the ball for Paris and either immediately went out of bounds or already was out of bounds. So illegal procedure against Paris.
So we can go to the 30-yard line or 5 yards in front of where it was caught if that's better.
And it's about the same either way.
It's going to be real close, yeah. That's a smart play. I don't give the credit to the kids for knowing it, but you'd like to see it. If you do that, you got no risk, and you're forcing that kick out of bounds. So it's going to start at the 32-yard line where you took it up 5 yards.
The touchdown, a 23-yard touchdown run by the sophomore quarterback Tyler Heath, scrambling up the middle and then to the far side of the field. And on first down, Caden Mitchell throwing to Jackson Hare coming out of the backfield for the Wildcats. The flat over on the far side, and looks like he'll have first down, Tony.
Got a Hooten Hardware first down right there. Important here, we've talked in pregame about the importance of that first drive of the third quarter. Paris completely turned the ball game around now and put their statement on this second half, so it's our turn. It's kind of like a tennis match. You got a whole serve.
11 yards on the gain to Jackson Hare. First down for the Wildcats at their own 43-yard, moving right to left. Fake to passing in the flat, far side, complete, but a very short gain. I think that's Chris Adams that made it for Springs.
Yeah, he took a right there. That looked like to have some. He's going to stay down. We're going to have an official's timeout. He looked like he might have an opening, but they closed and really popped. So he's going to gain about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7. But we got an official's timeout right now.
Got up to the 46. 14-7 Springs. This is Wildcats football on KSSD.
Okay, I'll play him until you get that.
He's up.
Number 14, the injured player, Chris Adams, is up and on his feet.
Yeah, just bring it to us after this. Chris Adams up on his own power, and so he was fine. This second down and 7 for Sulphur Springs at the 4-yard line, Sulphur Springs territory. Wildcat 14, 9:4 left to go third quarter. First possession of the second half for Sulphur Springs. Mitchell in the shotgun, up to his, and again, this is a bubble screen. This now Deuce Hall catch up at a wideout, and he is slung out of bounds immediately after the catch in Paris territory at the 49-yard.
3rd and 2, so that was a good play. We were real close to getting a 15-yard roughing penalty. The guy slung him out, but he held up. But very nice pitch and catch. That's 2 or 3 throws right now. This drive, just catch it and throw it toward the wild line real.
Hall in at quarterback now. Run straight ahead on this 3rd down and 2, pushing the pile. And I don't know if he's got it or not.
He's got it. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. And they're not signaling, and that should be enough for a Hooten Hardware first down. I'm a little critical and don't like it.
They're thinking about moving the chains.
There they go. There they go.
Right,
I thought he had it. It's just that he didn't get up there to it. So Hooten Hardware first down and keep the drive going, and we're on the 47 of the good side of that 50 here, 1st and 10.
He said important for the Wildcats to answer here after Harris drove for a touchdown on their first possession of the second half to make it 14-7. Caden Mitchell, the senior back, looking to the sideline for the play. They obviously have changed the play. Speaks to the offensive line. Jackson Hare stepped to his right. Caden Mitchell going to run it up the middle. I thought I saw a flag, perhaps from the umpire.
There
Mitchell running up the middle to about the 40-yard line of Harris, but
going to hold. So that's a tough break.
Holding on the
will push Springs territory.
A draw play is there's a lot of time to get a holding call. You're trying to let the blocks get going and then surprise and come up the gut, and so a lot of times starting to spring off and just grab him. So this is one of the times we've been behind the chain. We've done a real good job of staying ahead now, and so it's 1st and 20, so we've still got 3 plays at least to get that 20, and we're very explosive.
Wildcats are their own 23-yard line. They need to reach the 37-yard line of Paris for the first down. That's the line to gain. Snap to Mitchell. Mitchell backpedaling, throwing in the flat, complete. Short gain to Chris Adams, who's been very active tonight.
Mercy. He missed that spot by 3 yards. I'm serious.
Up to the 49-yard line it goes.
He caught that ball with where it should be 2nd and 11, and they're giving us 2nd and 14. That's not right. But a good pass. We made up some. We got to keep it going.
Line of scrimmage is the 49-yard line in Sulphur Springs territory. 19 seconds on the play clock. They're just now coming up to the line. Wildcats have 3 men wide to the near side, 1 to the far side, moving right to left. Duke Ball in the ball game at running back. Caden Mitchell in the shotgun passing. And in and out of the hands of Chris Adams at the Paris 45-yard line.
Yeah. That one just didn't look like it was in sync. We're coming out throwing a whole lot more than we did in the first half.
So 3rd and long for Sulphur Springs. 3rd and 14.
Going to have to get at least 10 to go for it on 4th down right here, I believe.
Line of scrimmage, the Sulphur Springs 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Caden Mitchell in the shotgun. Ball on the far hash. As they move right to left, Mitchell moving in the pocket. Pulls it down to the run, and he is brought down hard after a short gain, and the tackle there by Keelan Cooper.
He gets wrapped up by
Gray. 4th and 10.
4th and 10 for the Sulphur Springs.
Tykerian Gray it was instead of Keelan Cooper. I thought Keelan Cooper sounded like he's a running back, and I haven't seen him on defense tonight, but
we're staying in there like we're going to go. Now, he has punted once. We got Paris is putting a safety back with no protection in case that's what he does.
4th and 10 from the Paris 47-yard line.
I think we're going to, well, no, there they come up on protection. This is formation we kick.
Yeah, he's got a kick.
There it goes.
There's Caden Mitchell going for the sideline, and that one is out of bounds inside the 10. Mercy.
What a punt.
What
That's
a punt.
Great. Had good coverage. Going to start at 4 yard.
We had not seen hadn't seen Caden Mitchell punt this year until tonight.
Yep.
But boy, that was impressive.
I sure don't like him only being about 5 yards back, because he's going to get one of those thrown back in his face. But on this one, that couldn't have been executed any better. And
it went out of bounds.
And I think Skyler that's going around the end there, he was right there putting the catch on it, but it actually went out of bounds. Great execution.
That's a 45-yard punt out of bounds by Caden Mitchell from the shotgun formation on 4th down.
So we didn't score, but now we've got them pinned at 96 yards.
Tyler Heath, the quarterback, stands deep in the end zone. Line of scrimmage is the 4. Snap to Heath between the tackles, and this is a big here for Paris on the ground. Out across the 30, out to the 35-yard line or so. The tackle for Sulphur Springs, Galloway. And the carry here for Paris by Jaron Ball.
That was a touchdown saving play. They were fixing to go 96 in one play.
They giving forward progress to the 35-yard line. So that's a gain of 31 yards.
And here comes Paris again. So just like they've history this year, the second team, they're starting this way.
14-7, Sulphur Springs leads. First down from the 35. Heath feeling the pressure, scrambling, rolling out to the right, passing for Finch.
Got a pass interference.
I wasn't sure Finch caught out on the sideline here in front of us.
He did catch it, but we got a pass interference call. So that should be spot foul.
Yeah, automatic down.
Whether or not it's 15 or a spot.
Well, let's see. It would be foul, correct?
Yes. Flag. I'm sorry. They're going to 15. Okay. I thought
way this pushes the ball to the Sulphur Springs 49-yard line.
So they've already gone 50 yards, 55 or 50 yards right now, 52.
First and 10, Sulphur Springs 49. To right, Tyler Heath, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun, looking to the sideline, perhaps changing the play. And off to Ball again. We didn't see much of him in the first half, but we're seeing him now, and he burst through the ball and has a nice gain down to about the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Yep, 7 or 8 right there. Just telling us they're going to run up the gut right now, and they're running hard.
It's second down and go for the Wildcats.
You heard down in 3 for the public address announcer. I called second and 2.
Looks like it to me. I'm with you.
Side left to the right, actually 2 in the side and right. Ball's up near hash. They're moving left to right. Heath looking to the sideline. Now ready. As Ball one step to his left in the backfield. Give it to Ball again on this second down and 2, and he is brought down at the 40-yard line. That's Nathan Andrews, the defensive end.
Yep, he got in there and put a bear hug on the back and took him down. So now it's going to be third, closer to that 3 than it was.
Still third and here.
Yep.
From the 41-yard line in Sulphur Springs territory. Wildcats 14.
Definitely 4 down territory right here. We need to break through.
Heath.
He pulled it. He had
faked the ball, rolls out to his left, passing, incomplete over on the far side.
Okay.
Intended receiver was Demarion Patterson.
That shows me we're going for 4th down because we still got 4th and 2. There wasn't any doubt.
It's 4th and 2 for the Wildcats.
Now I imagine we're going to put some power players in there. Looked like we had a couple of extra players coming in. They're going to try to put a bull rush, or don't take it out of the realm of possibility for a quarterback to pull it and go around the side like he did on that touchdown.
4th and 2 from the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line. Tight formation here, full house backfield. Heath under center. They give it to Harper, and Harper, I don't believe, made it.
He did not. He didn't get to the 40, and so that's a great stand by the Wildcats right there.
That's big Hudson Harper, who is normally an H-back, and they handed off to him, and he was hit before he ever got back to the line of scrimmage.
That really was a surprising formation for me. They've been doing better by spreading them out and using their wheels a little bit. So great job by the Wildcats, because that was fixing to get worrisome. 3:48 left in the third quarter. Put a stop to them putting a 96-yard drive to us, and now we need to take this into the house.
And I'm sorry I didn't get the tackler on that play, but he was hit by 3 or 4 or more Wildcats that time. middle of the Sulphur Springs defense. So first down, Sulphur Springs from the Wildcats' 41-yard line, leading 14-7. Give it to Jackson Hare between the tackles, and Hare treated by the Paris defensive line. Maybe got a yard.
Yep, number 70 lost his helmet for the second time this game, so he's got to go sit out one. That's Aiden McCarroll. So Paris has been ready for our running game. Got a couple early, but I'm calling for one of those slant passes or a little screen.
Sulphur Springs leading 14-7, 3:09 left to go in the third quarter, and the clock is rolling. Man in motion, Quinn Harris from left to right. Caden Mitchell throwing, passing, and
there we go.
Skylar Lewis in the open field, and Skylar Lewis going all the way for a Sulphur Springs touchdown.
Yes, sir. Hooten Hardware first down, and we ought to give them 2 or 3 on that one. That's a great play. What was that? Nearly 60 yards, wasn't it?
58 yards.
There you go. And it was a rollout, but it was another post pattern. It was like our slants. Our slants have worked all night, but that's a huge answer for this Wildcat offense after Paris scoring.
58-yard touchdown pass. Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis, the senior.
Yep.
Eric Rodriguez in to attempt the extra point here. Kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Wildcats lead at 21-7. This is Sulphur Springs Wildcats football on KSST.
2 minutes 52 seconds left in the third quarter play. Your score: Sulphur Springs 21, Paris 7.
I'm going to come back and give Eric Rodriguez some kudos there on the hold.
Okay, good.
Well, is he the kicker?
Yes.
Then I'm not sure who the holder is.
It is. It's Matthew Cooper.
Okay, I'm going to give it to him because he came completely up out of his stance on a high snap and got it down for that kick. That's an important point right now.
Mm-hmm. Mason Cooper.
Mason Cooper, okay.
Here comes the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff for Sulphur Springs. Eric Rodriguez has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Again, the kick to the flat on the near side taken by Hudson Harper. And he will be down at the 37-yard line. Tony, what were you going to say?
Mr. Cooper, what'd you say?
Mason Cooper.
Mason Cooper. He's the holder for the extra point, and he came completely up out of his stance on a high snap and got it down, put it in the right spot for that extra point. And with the game as tight as it is right now, that's huge. So great job by him, and that repetition comes into play.
12th touchdown pass of the season for Caden Mitchell, and that is the 5th touchdown reception for Skylar Lewis of Sulphur Springs. Wildcats go 59 yards in 2 plays. The 58-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis.
That one broke free right as he caught it, and it was just a foot race.
Bubble screen to the near side. Mark Heldrick Finch is the unfortunate receiver there because he is swamped by Wildcat tacklers just as soon as he caught the ball.
C.T. Galloway rode him like a horse as soon as he got that ball there. So great coverage, and he had some reinforcements right behind him. 2nd and 12. I thought he might have lost another yard or so there.
Back to the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 12. The Wildcats now leading 21-7. Sulphur Springs answers that touchdown by Paris earlier in the quarter. And here is a sack or a near sack for Sulphur Springs.
Number 40.
And that is Barrett Thessing.
Came in there, and we had good pressure, and I thought he was going to squeeze out right up the middle, and Thessing got him and took him to the ground. 3rd and 12.
Quarterback Tyler Heath, dangerous man with that football, but Thessing wrapped him up, brought him down at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 12. Paris needs to get out to the 46-yard line for the first down, 1:30 to go third quarter. And they try the draw play here to Baugh, and he is ridden down from behind here by Alex McCormick, outside linebacker for Sulphur Springs, and it is 4th down for Paris.
That's a surprising call for the Paris sideline there, so they're all but forced to punt now. I can't believe. I'm appreciative of it, but I can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know what that call was about. So Tyler Heath, the quarterback, is the punter.
Got a dead ball start, so we're going to go 5 more yards.
This will push them back to the 30-yard line.
So Paris is being very hospitable to us on this drive, and so what do I usually say on punt situations?
Well, you would like for the safety to catch the ball.
And he's too deep. I'm going to guarantee you he's not going to catch the ball from right there.
Now, this is Gio Ibarra. I haven't seen him back yet this year.
He better be able to sprint. We'll see. Maybe I hadn't seen them punt. I think now they're all but lined up in the
right shotgun regular play formation. There's 4th and 15 here.
So Coach Faircloth called a timeout there. He's going to reinforce the defense and say, look, this has got all kinds of possibilities here, so be ready for all of it.
21-7, the Wildcats leading. Sulphur Springs moments ago, a 58-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis. Earlier this quarter, Paris, on its first possession of the third quarter, went 67 yards in 7 plays. They got a touchdown on a 23-yard scrambling run by Tyler Heath, their sophomore quarterback. It was 14-0 Sulphur Springs at halftime. Wildcats had a 1-yard touchdown run by Deuce Hall for their first score in the first quarter, and a 21-yard run by Jackson Hare in the second quarter to make it 14-0 at halftime. Now 4th and 15 for Paris.
They're coming out on an offensive play unless they're going to try a quick kick. Nobody back for the Wildcats, which is very, very good.
Heath now dropping back.
Yeah.
He is the punter.
He's going to punt. Don't even go back there. So quick kick there. Get out of the way.
Lands around the 40-yard line and is down by Anthony Lopez over on the far side. So a pretty good punt there by Tyler Heath. But some moments of anxiety there.
Yep.
We weren't quite sure what they were going to do.
I couldn't imagine them going for it, especially after that extra 5 yards. But this is the strangest game of the year by far for the punting game tonight. We have punted twice on quick kick. That was not a complete punt formation, even though he backed up. He would have had protection. When Mitchell's been punting, he's not back in there, and they can actually rough him and not get a foul.
It's a 29-yard punt to the 39-yard line for Paris. First down, Wildcats. And on first down, they go off tackle, a short gain for Sulphur Springs. I think that this is Jackson Hare. Yep.
I think so. They can run the quarter out there if they so choose. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Sulphur Springs ahead 21-7.
I think well, you never know, but I would take it to the quarter. This has been a quick third quarter with 1 score each way, but it's been long, sustained drives.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run out here. It's 11 seconds on the game clock and 15 on the play clock, so they can easily do that, and they're walking toward the sideline, so that'll be the final play. The previous play will be the final play of the third quarter. Sulphur Springs 21, Paris 7. This is Wildcats football going to the fourth quarter on KSST.
Paris 7. At this time, all students of Paris, please call a ride if you need one to make sure it's here on time tonight at the end of tonight's contest. Call your ride at this time.
Okay.
So it can be picked up on time per Principal Vaughn.
Wow. Happened between Commerce and Quinlan one time. No.
No. And the UIL gets involved involved, and there'll be lots of additional affairs.
3, 2, 1.
Going to the fourth quarter, Wildcats football brought to you by Alliance Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country Hardware, National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, A. Hodge Chevrolet, Saputo Dairy Foods, Bristol Mother Francis Hospital, and BT Medical. Second down and 8 for the Wildcats from their own 41-yard line. Chris Adams, bubble screen to the near side. It's a block there from Quinn Harris and goes out of bounds near first down territory.
It'll be a long one, short two out of it. Good job. We've done a lot of stand-up quick throws and just trying to get 5 or 6 yards. Very well, very good toward keeping control ball and keeping the clock running and so forth.
To the 48-yard line for a gain of 7 yards. Third down and 2. Tight formation for Sulphur Springs. They keep it on the ground, and I'm not sure if we're going to have the first down or not. That's Deuce Hall.
Yep. I promise you, we need to get about an extra 2 yards to get a spot on these, and this is not intentional, but we're not getting a real good read on that.
Wildcats for the first down, their own 40-yard line, 4th and 1. Deuce Hall, left tackle, lowers his shoulder. This time he will get the first down.
Yep.
He is to the Paris 49-yard line.
Hooten Hardware first down, and that one was hard earned. That'll start that clock running again. There it goes. We'll try to shorten this game again. I'm still 1 score short of what I told them I wanted at halftime.
We don't have heights and weights on many of these guys. We don't have it on Deuce Hall.
Yep.
But he is not a big guy, but he runs like
hard.
He weighs an extra 20 pounds above what he does.
Strong legs is what he's got, and he's not afraid to pull that head down and the shoulder pads and go after you.
First down, the Paris 49-yard line. Hall in the ballgame at running back now. Takes the handoff from Caden Mitchell between tackles. He bounces off the first tackler and does not get much farther. Perhaps a yard. To the 48-yard line.
And I don't know. He's only had 1 or 2 snaps at quarterback, I think, today.
I think he's had more than that.
Has he?
Short yardage situations.
Yeah, well, true. Okay.
And, of course, his touchdown was in that very situation. Hall again, the running back to the left of Caden Mitchell. Jackson Heron, the slot to the right. Mitchell on 2nd and 9, looking downfield, rolling to the sideline, trying to get Chris Adams again, but incomplete.
He may have actually throwing for Skyler, and he and the defensive back got their feet tied up, and nobody was there. But it was to one of them. But he was under a heavy rush for Perry. So 3rd down and 9. So we need to get some positive yards on this one to get into that 4-down territory. I think we'll do it from here anyway. But
big play, both teams. Wildcats leading 21-7 over Paris. 3rd and 9 from Paris 49. Pass. Mitchell throwing to the sideline. Looks like he has Watson over close to first down at the 40-yard.
No, he's not going to get a first. We got as much.
No,
that's
Scott Lewis.
Well, okay, it's a good play, but he's still 4th and 1, and the spot was good on that one.
Skylar Lewis, who had the 58-yard touchdown a short time ago, makes the catch. So 4th and 1 at the 40. 9:29 to go in the ball game. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7.
I'd like he's taking Hare out, or is that Watson? I'd like to see him thinking we're going up the gut and pull it and go around the end on one.
Andre Serta comes in along with Quinn Harris as H-backs. Tight formation, direct snap to Deuce Hall. Hit at the line, and boy, it depends on the spot, but they hit him behind the line.
He didn't get to the 40. We're not going to go. They're ready for that. We needed to pull that or something. You can only do the same thing so many times.
That's the kind of play, and I made a comment on this in the first half, that the Wildcats ran a lot last year with Brady Driver. Now, Driver's got about 30 pounds on Deuce Hall, I would say.
That's one where I guarantee you I would have liked to seen him fake it and run around the end.
Right.
He might have scored on that because Paris is ready for that. And Paris has done a really good job on the interior line tonight, all in all.
8:59 to go. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7. Paris holds on downs at its own 40-yard line. Now moving right to left. This is the first down play. And Tyler Heath, the quarterback, scrambling. Gonna run it. Crosses the line of scrimmage. Hot foots it out of bounds. Across the 45-yard line at about the 47-yard line.
We've got to make sure and keep our discipline and not get any kind of late hit or anything else. I really like seeing him throw the ball, but we've got to get containment because he's so dangerous with his legs.
Second down and 3 for Paris. Heath looking to the sideline for the play. 2 in the slot and 2 wide. A running back to the left of Tyler Heath. And they hand off to him. I think that's Keelan Cooper. And he will be close to a first down. Should have the first down. Across the 50 at the Sulphur Springs 47-yard line.
I just want to see the clock running. We got a 2-score lead. We need to make them work for it and get rid of that clock all we can right here. Keep them in bounds.
First down from the Sulphur Springs 47. Heath in the pocket. Still in the pocket. Feeling the pressure. Moving in the pocket now. Rolling out to the left. Scrambling across the line of scrimmage he goes. And they tackle him very close to the line of scrimmage at about the 45-yard line. So maybe a gain of a yard or so.
Yep. That was a good hustle by everybody. Big number 76, Giovanni Solis. We're going to call his name because he ran a whole lot there. You got to give props to the big boys when they run outside.
Second down at 8 for Paris at the Sulphur Springs 45.
Most importantly is the clock still running. They got him in bounds.
Snap to Heath in the shotgun, backpedaling, looking downfield, feeling the pressure from Nathan Andrews. Rolling out to his right, getting rid of the ball, and a jump ball near the sideline, apparently incomplete.
Incomplete. He overthrew that one. Last 2 plays, we've done a little better of somewhat containing him. I mean, let him scramble backwards, but we just need to keep the contain. Don't let him get outside. So we got 3rd and 8 now. Big play here. We know they'll go for it for 4th down. So we need 2 good snaps right here from the defense. They're playing hard tonight.
Nathan Andrews has put a lot of pressure on the quarterback tonight for Sulphur Springs.
Yes, he has.
3rd and 8, ball between the hash marks at the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line. 2 wide. Heath backpedaling over the middle. The pressure. Now scrambling out to the left. Gonna tuck it. And ducks out of bounds.
4th and 2 or 3. 4th and 3 at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
I think getting by with a couple of tugs when we got outside there, but with a 5-man crew, we're not necessarily going to get all of the eyes on there. So huge play here. Again, no, the clock stopped at 7:31.
4th and 3, man in motion from left to right. Line of scrimmage is 40. Sulphur Springs leads it 21-7.
This is going to be a quarterback scamper.
Tyler Heath looking to the sideline for the play. Lots of time on the play clock. Keelan Cooper, the pistol back, moves up a step. Now Heath throwing over the middle and
got it.
Caught for a first down, and that's Finch who makes the catch at about the 23-yard line. McKeldrick Finch.
I think C.T. Galloway got the tackle, and it was by a shoestring, or we were fixing to have a score right there. So, again, we're okay. We got the clock rolling. We still got them 23 yards away from pay dirt. So no time to panic. We got a 2-score cushion right now.
17 yards on that gain from the 23.
Overthrew number 6 there. So
Heath.
that was that's what I'm saying. The quarterback's doing a good job, but he's less dangerous to me throwing the football than with his legs.
Yeah.
Now, he's made some good throws, but he can't – you don't have an incomplete when he runs.
Heath passing for Keyshawn Roberts there. 2nd down and 10 from the Sulphur Springs 23. 7:03 to go. 21-7. Sulphur Springs leads.
2nd and 10.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Keelan Cooper, the back, just behind Tyler Heath, and now Cooper moves up even with Heath. Heath takes the snap in the shotgun, throwing deep. Down the sideline, looks like he's got his man.
He got him, touchdown.
At the goal line, that is Keyshawn Roberts for the touchdown. A beautiful throw and catch.
That was the best throw he's made all night. It was somewhat of a wheel route out to the right, and he got behind his guy, and it was very well delivered, and here we go. Buckle your chin straps. We're down to a 1-score game pending an extra point here.
23-yard touchdown pass. Heath put it over the shoulder of Keyshawn Roberts, and he caught it in the front corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Classic Paris football from 2024.
Here's the extra point. And the kick by Thatcher Brown is good. 21-14. 6:57 to go in the ball game. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Paris 14. How about that Wildcat offense?
.657 to get my second score. I still say we get that, we're going to win the ball game.
Yep.
We may win it where we're sitting, but I'm sure uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah. Agreed. So that's a 60-yard drive.
Yep.
8 plays.
Yeah, I think we were too conservative on that 4th down play. Way too conservative. So we kind of caused it. Now their kickoffs have been
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
The J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff coming up here by Thatcher Brown for Paris, with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. 21-14, Sulphur Springs leading. 60-yard drive in 8 plays. And here is an onside kick, or a kick on the ground anyway.
That one's out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
So we can add 5 to that. We should start on the 43-yard line right there. And that's kickoffs have been very odd with Paris, but I like that one because we're gonna start at 43.
I don't think that was an attempt to have an onside kick in the sense of recovering the onside kick, but he kept it on the ground.
Yep. But he just kicked it way too hard, and Sulphur Springs really didn't ever have a chance to catch it. So. Three fours equal to first down in my book.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 at the 46. 46.
At the 46-yard line in Wildcat territory. Sulphur Springs moving left to right.
They're going to be intentionally slow with 40 seconds. Still got 25 seconds left. We should not be snapping the ball until it's inside 5 at the first, or at the every play. Let's see.
Deuce Hall and Jackson Hare both in the game. They fake to Hall, flip it out in the flat to Jackson Hare, and he is wrapped up and brought down immediately as soon as he catches the ball by Malik Johnson, defensive back for Paris.
Yep, we lost about 2 yards on that one, and now we snapped that with about 18 seconds left on the clock. That's where we got to play smart. They were delayed getting the 42nd going. We got 28 seconds left, and we don't need to snap the ball. I'm a little disappointed here. We got to have more discipline.
3rd down and 9 for Sulphur Springs. A fake to Deuce Hall. Caden Mitchell in the pocket. Throwing deep. Has Skylar Lewis out there.
Got
him.
There we go. There's
Touchdown to
my second
Skylar Lewis. Lewis in stride at the 5-yard line. Beautiful throw by Caden Mitchell. And Skylar Lewis had a step on his man.
He did. That was a gorgeous play, and that's got my second score. I feel better now, but we still got a ball game. What a night for Skylar Lewis.
Sure is.
But Mitchell, the line, and we didn't say anything, but our offensive line gave him plenty of time to get his feet set under him and to give him room to step into it. He delivered a strike.
That's 2 touchdown bombs from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis here in the second half. 2 beautiful plays. And the kick by Eric Rodriguez is good.
There we go.
28
I breathe.
to 14, 28 to 14. Sulphur Springs leads, 5:24 to go. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
27, Paris 14.
Thank you. I got to do that. Sorry. That when I get back. Thank you.
I didn't do mine either.
That's still showing 27 to 14. That is 20. He got
28. He made the point.
Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go Wildcats for that 56-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis. They had a 58-yard pass in the third quarter for a touchdown. And now the Wildcats lead at 27 to 14, 28 to 14. The scoreboard shows 27.
Yep, they'll get it on there. We had a Hooten Hardware first down on that score too.
Every time there's a touchdown, there's also a first down.
You bet.
Is that right?
In the stats, that's the way it goes.
Here's the kickoff. Eric Rodriguez.
Did we give him 15, or did he? I don't guess he called for a fair catch.
He popped it up again, that little short kickoff that they do. And it is caught, and the return man is brought down at about 36-yard line. I don't see a flag, Tony.
No, the receiver didn't move, which is why I thought maybe I missed a fair catch signal, but no flag. So if he doesn't give that signal, he's fair game. So they're going to start at the 38 or 38-yard, 38-yard line.
38-yard line it is, right.
5:21 to go with a 14-point lead. We still can't get too complacent here. Defense has had a really, really nice. This is probably their most complete game of the season. Now we need to finish it.
Sulphur Springs with a 14-point lead, and Tyler Heath, the Paris quarterback, again scrambling, looking downfield, throwing deep, and incomplete. Underthrows his man, although I guess he was going for Finch here at the 30.
Yep, that's the only one he had, but we can keep him going to the left, and if he wants to throw deep, that's not a good recipe. And we had 3 defenders in the area too. So again, the defense has done a really nice job tonight. They've bent and given up some yards, given up a few big plays, but 7 points or 14 points on the board, that's not bad to a talented Paris team.
Second down and 10, Paris from its own 38-yard line. Tyler Heath, the sophomore quarterback in the pocket, feeling the pressure, gets away from a man, or does he? No, he's going down.
Yep, I can't see who got him. One of those linemen, but he got that left arm, and he wasn't going to let go.
Truth Holmes in there for the sack, along with Alex McCormick for Sulphur Springs. Down at the 35-yard line. Loss of 3 yards. So this will be
12. Big play.
Tyler Heath in the shotgun.
Now just hold
setting up the screen.
Pass, tipped, and did we get it? McCormick. Did he? He's saying incomplete. Boy, he made an all-out dive, and I thought he got there. But either way, now you got 4th and 12 for Paris, and here's your absolute ball game if the Wildcats can hang on, because then we'll take a short field.
That ball bounced off the hands of the running back Keelan Cooper, and Alex McCormick Sulphur Springs very nearly had his third interception of the season with a diving attempt there. So 4th, and we'll call it 12.
Yep.
From the 35-yard line. Tyler Heath has the snap, passing over the middle.
He got it.
And it is complete in Sulphur Springs territory for a first down, and the run after the catch takes it inside the 40-yard line.
That's okay. We're going to start the clock again in just a minute. So 4:22. The clock is fast becoming our friend.
Jacabrian Record with his first catch of the night to the Sulphur Springs 37-yard line for the first down. Now Heath rolling out, passing, and a leaping catch at the 25.
Incomplete.
Ruled incomplete.
Yeah.
He must have been out of bounds.
I saw the ball way down here. Yeah,
I thought he caught it.
I did too, but that's when I saw the ball on the track down that corner. That was going to be a very athletic play. But these kids these days, I don't know what's in the water or in the training. They can make plays. There's athletes on both sides of the ball, and it's so much fun to watch them.
That previous play was 28 yards to Jacabrian Record for the first down. So this is the second down play.
4-man rush, and they're doing what I want. They're
plenty
just
of time.
containing.
Yeah, plenty of time to throw. Moving out to his right now, throwing downfield near the goal line. And
he got it, I think.
Touchdown, Paris. Oh, my.
Oh, Lord. I'm not as content as I was. Double coverage, and what a play. We got a flag, though. Let's look.
That is Keyshawn Roberts who makes the catch between 2 or 3 Sulphur Springs Wildcats, about a step into the end zone.
That's fixing to come back with a hold. They're not moving, and boy, are we going to catch a break. And the Parish sideline is probably fixing to erupt. What a play that was. It's all, even though I think this is going to go in our favor, it sure was an exciting play.
Conversation among the officials at about the 40-yard line right now. That's where the flag sits, the 38-yard line in Wildcat territory.
Holding on the offense.
Holding. You hear the referee, Stacy McNeil, with the call, and that takes back a 37-yard touchdown pass.
There's been a whole lot of holding going on all night, and they finally got one, and the referee threw the flag. There was actually 2 flags. You had the umpire covered as well. But holding's one of those that you can call each play, and, you know, you have no idea it's going to be a 47-yard bomb that gets caught in double coverage, but sometimes you just have to throw it. So a huge break for the Cats.
So second down and very long here for Paris. Heath again throwing over the middle. Whoa, a tremendous blow there at the 20-yard line, and a flag goes down. I think Sulphur Springs going to be penalized here.
And I guess we have that. They're going to call personal foul, so it's going to be 15 from up there, or 15 wherever. It's going to be a first down. I don't think they were going to call interference. They're going to call just personal foul for a kind of defenseless player, which for an old-time football player and football fan, this is not what you want, but it's part of the rules now, and it's for safety, and there we go.
Not sure who the Paris receiver was or who hit him, but boy, what a collision at the 20. Targeting.
They're calling targeting. Hardy is disqualified. I didn't see that.
Wow.
That means he's out the first half of next ball game with Community. So fortunately, that's Community, but he's gone.
He's leaping up and down. He is very upset or pumped. I mean, that was a blow. That was a lick that he delivered there.
And I didn't see targeting.
I'd like to see it again.
Yeah, I guarantee you I didn't see targeting, but that's
so now the line of scrimmage was the 43.
Yes, they should have given a 15-yarder. 32, that's about right.
First down from the Sulphur Springs 32-yard line after the targeting call against Sulphur Springs. Now a pass over the middle, and it is complete, and the gain is down to the
10-yard line.
10-yard line, perhaps the 9, but let's see if they give him the 9. No, they say he went down at the 10.
It's going to be first and goal, inbounds though. Let's roll the clock.
Catch is made by Jacabrian Record. That's his second catch in the last few minutes. 28-14, Sulphur Springs leading.
And that clock's supposed to be running, and it's not. Come on, guys.
Sulphur Springs coaches to our right are complaining about that.
Yep.
3:39 shows on the clock. Pass into the end zone here by Heath, and it is broken up by one of the Wildcats over there on the far side, and that is Gio Ibarra. And Ibarra and Grayson Hardy both trying to get the Sulphur Springs fans going over on the far side.
Yeah, there's a lot of testosterone running around on the field right now, but we got to watch that clock. 3:34 there. We lost probably 15, 20 seconds on that one.
Second down, I guess it's second down and goal. Again,
yes,
pass into
goal.
the end zone.
That's out of the end zone.
And again, Gio Ibarra with terrific coverage over there on the far side, Tony.
Yep.
That's intended for McKeldrick Finch, one of their top receivers over on the far side.
They got 2 more plays to try to score. They cannot get a first down, so 3:30 and waiting on the play. The clock stopped with the incompletion.
2 in the slot, 2 wide. Single back in the backfield with Tyler Heath. He takes the snap. Heath moves up in the pocket, throws off the fingertips of the receiver at the goal line, incomplete. That was Finch.
Yep, really good tight coverage. Paris, of course, wants pass interference. So now is definitely your ball game in favor of the Cats if they don't score. We're still up 14 points. 4th and goal.
From the 10-yard line. Sulphur Springs leading 28-14. Huge play here. Snap to Heath, feeling the pressure immediately. Heath scrambling, going to try to make it into the end zone. He knocked over the pylon. Did he get in?
No, he did. Oh, I think Parrish got hosed here.
They say he went out at the 1.
And he knocked down that pylon. Yep. I'm proud for the Wildcats, but I think he got in myself.
But that was his foot. His foot kicked over the pylon. Did the ball cross the plane?
No, I think he was leaning out there. I think we got a break there, but it's going to be Wildcat ball at the 1-yard line going out. And Parrish is upset right now. It'll be good to see the replay.
Tyler Heath, the quarterback, as he has done all night, scrambling and very nearly got into the end zone at the front corner of the zone on the near side. He kicked over the pylon.
And Coach Hohenberger is telling him about it, and he came over to talk to Hellberg, so I'll find out the scoop on that when we get through with the ball game. But very fortunate for the Wildcats. Now the question is, do you take a safety and punt the ball since you're up 14?
They have Deuce Hall in at quarterback. And Hall.
He got about two, get up to the 3-yard line.
Hit at the line of scrimmage, but second effort got him out, as Tony said, to about the 3. And I thought for a moment there he had bobbled the ball, but apparently he did not.
Parrish called timeout. I don't know. They've got 2. I think they had all 3, and that's the first one.
I believe you're right. So let's take a break. 28-14. Sulphur Springs leading. 3:04 to go. This is Wildcats football on KSST. One spot.
This is where Hall or Jackson may take it 97 because everybody's going to be real tight.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Second down and 8 for the Wildcats from the 3-yard line, their own 3-yard line. Deuce Hall again, the sophomore, in there at quarterback, and goes off left tackle, lowers his shoulder, covers up, gets out to about the 6 for a gain of 3. So the Wildcats now going to have 3rd and about 6.
Another timeout from Parrish. That's their second, so they can stop it one more time. 3 minutes on the button.
3 minutes exactly remaining in the ball game.
We've got a player down. We may not have a timeout.
That's a Paris player who is down. With the Wildcats leading 28-14, 3 minutes to go. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Number 12.
D.T. Morgan, he's up and on his feet. Give him a round of applause.
I think they may not be going to. They're going to come back, so probably come on back. They hadn't called a timeout.
It still just shows them with one timeout.
Oh, that's right. I've been looking at ours. But I think they're going to come back right now. They're checking to see if the clock's going to roll or not. And it should, because an injury timeout, you go back to the last play, which was a running play, so it should be a live clock if they don't use their timeout.
Sulphur Springs leading 28-14, 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Wildcats 3rd and 6 at their own 5-yard line. Deuce Hall in the game at quarterback, and that is always an indication that the Sulphur Springs Wildcats are planning to run the ball. He's got Jackson Hare back there with him. And I'm not sure what the hesitation on the field is right now, Tony.
I'm confused because 12 just now came back on the field without a time. Oh,
Second timeout.
okay, they did call a timeout to get him back in the game. That's the only way 12 can be back because he's the one they stopped for the injury.
That leaves Paris
with one,
with one timeout. Snap to Deuce Hall. Going left. Hall trying to get outside, and I believe he got there. And turns upfield, and he will have a Hooten Hardware first down for Sulphur Springs.
That's the biggest Hooten Hardware first down of the game, and that's pretty well going to do it because now Paris can only stop it one time. Worst case scenario, we're going to have to give it back to them inside a minute and still down 14 points. So
10
great job.
10 yards on the gain by Deuce Hall. Off left tackle, and he broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage,
Yep,
Tony.
Yep, he did. Again, for a slender athlete, he's extremely strong. He's doing something right in the weight room.
Wildcats first down at their own 16-yard line. Clock is rolling, by the way, 2:23 to go.
And that's what's got to happen. We're down inside 9. We should be snapping at about 3 every play. So this is where you got to go.
Caden Mitchell back in there at quarterback, and they give it to Jackson Hare, and Hare using his blockers, getting around the corner and going down the sideline. And it's, as Tony just told you, another Hooten Hardware first down for Sulphur Springs, and that definitely will put it away.
The only thing he did wrong, and he couldn't veer back because of the defense, but he went out of bounds, so we got to run it again. So we need to run one more play. Well, they've still got one timeout. I don't know if they'll use it or not. If they don't, we can pretty well take a knee after we run it. 18
yards on the gain by Jackson Hare.
Good job of getting this from the 1 yard line out to the 37 right now. With Parrish knowing we're going to run the football. That's what's impressive.
Caden Mitchell handing off. Jackson Hare. Hare trying to find a block there.
No gain.
But brought down at the line of scrimmage, so clock will continue to run.
One other thing right now, we've already lost Hardy for the first half of next game. there's still some tension out there, and Sulphur Springs has got to hold its water. Parish too. We don't want anybody tossed this late in the ball game and have to miss the second or the first half of that next game.
Grayson Hardy was ejected for targeting a short time ago on that last possession by Paris. Now, fortunately, the Wildcats next week play Community, and they should not be too severely challenged by the Community Braves next week at home.
Correct.
Sulphur Springs.
1:14 and counting, so we're going to snap it. We really don't have to do anything except take a knee twice if Hohenberger doesn't take his last time out.
The snap goes to Caden Mitchell, and again Jackson Hare up the middle on this second down and 9.
Timeout, so he used it up. Not going to let the fans say he didn't use every tool in his belt, and I don't blame him.
That's the third and final timeout.
So it's still going to be third down with 55, so we can pretty well salt it away.
It'll be 3rd and 7, 28-14 the Wildcats lead. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Hohenberger's still talking to him.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here's 3rd down and 8 for Sulphur Springs with a 28-14 lead. They give it to Jackson Hare. Hare stepped to his right, then cuts back, goes wide to the left side, the short side of the field, close to a first down as he crosses the 45 up to the 46-yard line. Clock is down to 38 seconds to go.
I thought he ran out of bounds, so we do not have to. Well, we do have to snap it. It's within a second. We're probably going to just say take a penalty if we need to.
I thought he had stepped out of bounds too.
I'm pretty sure I saw him killing the clock, but Hohenberger is going to be pulling off. So this is going to be the end of the. We don't have to snap it again, and we're going to get out of here with a 28-14 victory, a hard-fought victory, and kudos to Perry too. They pulled their second half, but they played us even second half.
Right. And the clock is down to 0, and Sulphur Springs has won it 28-14 over the Paris Wildcats.
And that's going to do it.
As Tony said, a hard-fought 28-14 victory. I think it was closer than the scoreboard might indicate there, Tony, really, to tell you the truth.
Yes, very much. This game was not salted away till that last series.
So we'll take a break, come back and recap this game tonight. A 28-14 Wildcat victory when Sulphur Springs football continues after this on KSST.
Oh, excuse me.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wildcats football on KSST. The Wildcats win it tonight 28-14 over their oldest rival, the Paris Wildcats. This game tonight marked 100 years since the beginning of the rivalry between Sulphur Springs and Paris. The first game played in 1924, won by Paris 14-0. 100 years later, the Wildcats win it 28-14 tonight. And I think this may be the most impressive win of the season for the Wildcats, either that or the Aubrey win, but I'd say they're both about the same.
I think this was the most complete game because the defense played better. Offense ended up putting 28 points on the board with Paris. Paris is a good team. They're better than their record shows. They did their normal second half. That's when they're going to play, but the first half, Wildcat defense, I think, it did win the ball game for us because we shut them out, and the score is there is the difference in the game.
I'm going to recap the scoring here in a moment or two, but I think a real key in the game was the first drive for Paris. Sulphur Springs went down and scored on their first drive. Paris came right back and mounted a very good drive and got to the Sulphur Springs 7-yard line, but the Wildcats held on downs, and I think that was a major point in the football game.
And that's one of those where if you want to be a critic of Coach Hohenberger, you can say take your 3. Don't let that much of a drive get away with a 0, but that's his style. He's a swashbuckler with gambling, just like he started out with an onside kick. And, there was all kinds of kicking stuff going on tonight, and that's just his style. The Paris people like it, and I think they've got a good thing going here.
So the Wildcats started out on their first drive and went 52 yards in 9 plays. As Tony indicated, Paris attempted an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And Sulphur Springs then drove the 52 yards in 9 plays. Deuce Hall scored the touchdown for Sulphur Springs on a 1-yard run on 4th down and goal. From the 1, Eric Rodriguez with the kick to make it 7-0. Sulphur Springs with 8:53 to go in the first quarter. Then the Paris drive, the following possession where they went 66 yards in 12 plays, but the Wildcats defense stopped Paris on 4th down at the Sulphur Springs 7-yard line. After a couple of possessions, Sulphur Springs starting out at its own 5-yard line after a punt by Paris, and Sulphur Springs goes 95 yards in 13 plays. A 32-yard pass from Caden Mitchell to Wyatt Watson was the big play on the drive. Then they score on a 21-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare. Rodriguez the kick. It was 14-0 Sulphur Springs, and that was the score at halftime. And Paris then comes back, takes the opening kickoff of the second half, and they had their best drive of the night by far, 67 yards, 7 plays. They score on a 23-yard run, a scrambling run by their quarterback, Tyler Heath. Big play on that drive was a 31-yard pass to Marcavius Washington. But Heath gets the touchdown on the 23-yard run. The extra point good, 14-7 it was, 10:15 left to go in the third quarter. Wildcats then now going not into the fourth quarter, but late in the third quarter with the score still 14-7. And very much the outcome of the game in doubt. They get a touchdown pass after stopping Paris on downs, Tony, at the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line.
Correct.
2 plays later, the 58-yard touchdown pass from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis.
Yep.
To make it 21-7 with the extra point by Eric Rodriguez. With 2:52 to go in the third quarter, and the Wildcats led by 2 touchdowns again, 21-7. And then Paris comes back after stopping Sulphur Springs on downs at the Paris 40-yard line, and they march 60 yards in 8 plays. It's a 23-yard touchdown pass to Keyshawn Roberts from Tyler Heath for the touchdown. A great throw and catch there over the shoulder at the front corner of the end zone on the far side of the field. Extra point good, 21-14. Sulphur Springs led with 6:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. So this is a 21-14 game with a little over halfway to go in the fourth quarter. Tony, Sulphur Springs then gets the ball, and once again, it is a lightning strike from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis, the senior receiver for Sulphur Springs, 56 yards this time. Beautifully thrown ball as Lewis had beat his defender by a step, and Caden Mitchell laid it right in there perfectly. The 56-yard touchdown pass, and then the extra point by Eric Rodriguez, 28-14. The Wildcats led with 5:24 left to go in the ballgame. Paris then mounts a drive. They get down to the Sulphur Springs 1-yard line, and again the quarterback Tyler Heath scrambled, and you thought he scored on that fourth down play.
I'm not sold. I think Parrish might have gotten a raw deal on that one. I'm glad for the Wildcats, but I don't like a bad call. And I'm not going to say it's a bad call. I don't like something that is wrong to hurt a team. We had a ball game, but I really think that we got a break there. But it's okay.
4th down and 10, and he scrambled. Now, I think what I saw was he kicked the pylon over. So that's how close he was. I don't know that the ball crossed the plane of the goal line would be the question.
But again, with a 5-man crew, he was trailing the play, and the back judge is on the back line. With a 7-man crew, you've got an official standing right there at the pylon, and then you get better eyes. Paris has used 5-man crews this year and so forth. But all in all, a great football game for the Wildcats. I believe our most complete game because Paris has still got a quality team and a second half team, and we did what we're supposed to. The topper of that long 50-whatever 6-yarder to Skyler, he was so far behind his guy, and Mitchell threw a perfect ball. That makes you want to come out.
It was fun to watch, and those 2 great strikes there in the second half were huge, from Kyler Mitchell to Skyler Lewis. I see Skyler Lewis seemingly taking a bow out at the 45-yard line in front of the Sulphur Springs fans right now. So the Wildcats now get ready to play Community next Friday night. Community, I think, has won 1 ball game this year, and have not won a district game, and you got to play the game, but that would seem to be something that would be very likely to result in the Sulphur Springs victory. And the Wildcats close it out at Lake Dallas, tough game, and home then November 8th, the final regular season game against Panther Creek. So 2 very big ball games to close out the season. Paris, boy, tough for them. They've got to go to Salina next week.
Yep.
They have lost 3 in a row now, and now with Salina coming up next week for them. So not looking good for the Paris Wildcats.
Not there.
But as you say, they are a very competitive team.
They've got a good thing going. I like the coaching staff. They get them to play ball. Sometimes they have a problem keeping players and so forth. They have a lot of there, and they've got a good thing. They'll coaching staff. I think they're going to be pleased.
Well, that's football brought by Alliance East Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country Hardware, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Lake, Puto Dairy Foods, Christopher Francis Hospital, Copy Products, and BT. The pregame is presented by Super. The halftime is presented by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Candy. And have some scores, I hope.
Well, I've just got one there, but Lake Dallas came back and beat Frisco Panther Creek 38-31 in overtime.
Wow.
So that was I think it was the other way around at the first half. It was Panther Creek 28-6. So they shut them out and took them to overtime and beat them.
I'm glad you thought of that. Now let's look at some of these other scores before we get out of here. And also, I see that Aubrey won, of course, no surprise.
Yeah, 77-36.
Over Community.
Over Community. That's the only district games. Como got beat 57-20. Winsboro won 70-14 over Emory. And that's the rest I'd have to find.
Commerce over Mineola at halftime. Commerce was leading by a wide margin.
Yeah.
Okay, those are
the a big district turnaround from the halftime score. I promise you, Panther Creek, that was in the win column, and all they had to do was go through the motion. Lake Dallas said no, sir.
Of course, the Wildcats have both of those teams coming up before the end of the regular season. So our final score here tonight: Sulphur Springs 28, Paris 14. The Wildcats go to 6-1 on the season. Paris is 4-4. Tony Flippin, of course, our outstanding color commentator here tonight. Matt Jansen, our technical director, and video producer James Terry, the radio producer in the KSST studio, and Aaron Groom is our assistant producer. So I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we say good night from Paris.